Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sydney Dragway. My name's Steve Bush. Joining me in commentary tonight, we have Mr. up here in the commentary box. We just had the driver's briefing down there, Mr. for the first timers for tonight. But of course, we've been working pretty hard to promote this bike night here at Sydney Dragway, and I can see the numbers are fairly strong down there in the staging lanes already. So
we had to actually limit it. We had to put a limit on the amount of people that were coming tonight. Otherwise, everyone would have one run, and that's all they'd get for the night. So we've capped it. That way, everyone should get 2 or 3 good runs at least. And everyone will have a good time.
Well, I mean, the advantage obviously with the bikes is that they cycle through their runs pretty quickly.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll see a number of very quick runs out of some of our competitors down there. It's not all about going fast. It's all about having a bit of fun and getting the opportunity to open the bike up, because let's face it, you just can't do it on the roads legally. So
you added that word legally at the end there, and safely.
Yes,
safely. And I mean, I think the theme for the night would have to be, run what you brung and have some fun.
You stole it. Yeah, there you go. That came from our marketing manager a little bit earlier.
That's mine, unfortunately.
You're claiming
it's been trademarked as mine.
Okay. Fair.
If you use that, you need to pay royalties to me.
Fees yet to be determined. All right, I can hear a little bit of rumbling downstairs. Dan's down there, and of course, for all of the first timers and all of our competitors down there, just keep your eyes on the officials. Follow their instruction as best as you can. If you've got questions, ask, and we'll do our best to help you. A lot of the races down in the staging lanes would have raced already before, so if you're not sure, you can either ask them, or if you want further clarity, by all means, grab someone in a blue shirt down there, and I'm sure that they'll be more than happy to answer the questions that you may have. Our first pair going through their burnout procedure as we speak.
Yeah, it's a great start to the night. I think we're in for some pretty good runs. There's some serious drag bikes out there, as well as a lot of fun bikes. People have come to run some quick times, and there's a lot of people that have just want to have a bit of fun, as you said, on their motorbikes. You'll notice there's a lot of people that won't do burnouts because they're not going to be hitting it that hard off the line. We've got a pair of stage ready on the tree. Breakouts away. 1/8 of 60. I think the breakout's got this one on the airflow lane. A 10.9 at a 123, run 11.2, 123. Same mile per hour, but a bit quicker off the line.
Yeah, of course, it's all about getting out there and running to your comfort level as well.
Absolutely.
So obviously, with a motorcycle, there is a lot of clutch and balance as we see the rider in
there. He's picking it up. That's the way.
Came back down and stayed in the throttle, and it came back up on the next gear change as well. But good side-by-side race here, Mr.
This is close racing. 11.62, 11.76, very close. You're going to see some great riding tonight, and clearly that man's ridden it before.
Yes,
because you don't run a glide in the air and in second gear without knowing what you're doing.
No.
My bike's the road tonight as well, so
yes, maybe
I might get the purple monster out and have a run.
Have you run it before?
Not this one.
No?
No, I have probably gone down the strip maybe quite a few hundred times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Previously. But no, I've never run this one. I just threw a purple paint job on it this week. It's parked out the bottom down there.
I did see it down there glistening in the sun, so it's only all fresh paintwork at the moment, isn't it?
Just put it back on the road 2 days ago.
Wow.
Did it specially for bike night.
Well, it's always good to have a goal in mind. 11.63 with a 9 there at 112 through the finish line in the rocket lane. And the aeroflow lane there, a 14.43 at 93 miles an hour. Great mix of bikes we've got down here, Mister. We've had a whole bunch of Harleys so far.
Yeah.
And the Harley guys definitely not shy on the burnout. We can see the the big single line down there in the
Well, you can
lane.
see he's got an older bike, so it's running probably the 120 or 130 on the rear. The beauty of that is you can give it full stick and give it from the line, and you're not really that worried about she's wheel standing. Whereas these other bikes that have got the 230s, 260s, 300s on the rear, they're going to grip. So you can see he's just bagged it up from the lines. The other dyno in the other lanes are way quick though. Again, a 1.8 for the 60. He's in for 11 second. Yeah, 11.83, gets to 12.46.
Yeah, pretty even on the mile an hour there as well, but no, definitely the bike in the airflow lane was definitely spinning the wheel there.
You can pretty much follow his line from the burnout trad to the staging and pretty much 3/4 of the way down the track.
I dare say the tyre compound there not only might be a little bit hard as well, but anyway, as you say, having it hook up 100% is probably not what the rider's going to want anyway.
No, with a bike you always want to get a bit of grip, a bit of slip, you know, so you don't want to be reaching for the stars too early on the night.
I tell you what, a crack of an afternoon we've got out there. It's a little bit windy if I was to be critical, but all in all, it's certainly a very warm spring afternoon here in Western Sydney.
Yeah, well, as I said, we just rode down. The wind on the road really was very minimal, yeah.
Just looking at the trees in the distance.
Yeah, I can see them. I think it's picked up a bit.
Swaying around.
I think my money's on the Rocket Lane, this one.
Yeah, what we've got down there is a Hayabusa, I think.
Oh, very gentle off the line, but mid-track you should see him walk around it. Oh no, the Harley's got some balls. He's gone. It's got some torque in the mid-range. 11.8 gets 11.7.
Yeah, nothing wrong with an 11-second street bike, that's for sure. 11.87, 112 mile an hour in the aeroflow lane will take that.
Got a bit of a serious competitor here with the red bike coming on. Looks like another bus. Big stretch swing arm on it. Trying to keep that front end down.
Many different riding styles on the motorcycles too, isn't there? There's one more like what we're going to see coming up. We've seen bikes that are more upright, and then of course you've got your typical sports bike. 1167 with a 110 mile an hour in the airflow lane to take the win there, or over 1525.
I can't see anybody lining up to race this guy.
No, it's one of our officials, Michael Richards, here regularly on a Wednesday night. Did actually notice that he wasn't here Wednesday night, just gone, but I'm guessing it's because he was racing tonight.
He's running an 8.1s and 8.2s in this bike previously, so it's a pretty quick bike.
He hasn't had it in his ownership very long. You can see there in that shot the extended swing.
Nice.
083 on the tree.
Very quick tree. What's he running? 8.77. Very good for a first pass. He'd be happy with that.
Yeah, 149 miles an hour through the finish line.
Yeah, a little bit slower than he's used to. He's running around 66 normally. Again, the thing with the bikes is there's a quick turnaround. They're in and gone quick, so everyone should get at least 2 or 3 runs tonight. The airflow lanes away. 10.1 against the losing 10.9.
Not too much in the mile an hour, only about 8 between them. But definitely the airflow lane got the better 60 foot and just built on the lead from there.
It's the power to weight ratio. You just can't compare with, you know, motorbikes.
Yeah.
Bikes that are coming out with 200 horsepower from factory, and you know, 150 kilos. Great lead. All right, 123, 159. Heaps better Rocket Lane. And he's tipped him a 9.3 against a 9.7 with a 6.
He goes about 3/10 across the finish line there. Our next pair rolling up to the startup. Of course, you're going to bring that top white light on. That's the pre-stage light. About 6 inches further forward, that's full stage. Then the tree will count down, as we've just seen.
auto shifter on the bike by the sound of it. 10.3 against 10.96. The buses are a very common bike for the drag racing. The Suzuki Hayabusa, commonly referred to as the bus. A little bit too soon there, my friend.
If you do leave early, you still will get a time unless you're leaving before
I think he
the
left
tree.
about.
He was lucky.
He still runs at 11:55.
Yep.
A lot of these bikes, especially these sports bikes coming up now, are going to struggle to get a good start and keep the front wheel down.
Yes.
A lot shorter wheelbase. I see the guy on the rocket lane has passed on doing the burnout. He might be wanting to get a little bit of slip onto the line.
No missing the bike in the airflow lane. Brightly coloured. Cherie Buggy, one of our regular races here at Sydney Dragway.
He's run a 6:69 before, which is pretty quick. Oh, unfortunately. And old matey's left a little bit too soon. 0.16 under on the light. It runs at 9.92. So that would have been a really quick time had he left on the tree. It's a lot harder to pick the motorbikes as it is to pick cars.
Well, I think that the rider skill probably and confidence comes down to has a lot more impact than what we see in the cars. I know that obviously the skill in a car and the confidence and whatnot is still important, but certainly on a motorcycle, the skill level is a little bit more important.
Yeah. It's very difficult to pick what the motorcycles are from up here at this angle.
Wait till it's dark.
I could say the one in the rocket lane and the one in the airflow lane. I mean, the one on the airflow lane coming up, the taillights look like a bus, but I can't really see it from behind. I'm not sure if it's a bus.
That was a pretty close race there, only about a 10th across the finish line. The rocket lane took it 10-1 with a 2.
A lot of these people have been itching for tonight, and it's just great that we've finally been able to put it on. There's been so many hiccups along the way, but we've come through with some fantastic weather and a massive crowd. 204 and a 460. I think the rocket lane's going to drive around him here, which he does. Comes through with a 10.8 and the losing 11.4. Let's take this opportunity to say a big welcome to all the people out there in YouTube land watching us live. How's everybody going out there? Give us a shout out and let us know where you're from, everybody.
Yeah, we usually get people from all around the world watching.
Oh, it's great.
Here at Sydney Dragway, get some great banter as well. So if you're down in the pits and want to keep your eyes on the racetrack, maybe you might be having a walk around or grabbing some dinner if you want to keep your eyes on the racetrack as the rider in the airflow lane there goes a long way about
struggling to keep that front end down.
Didn't seem to deter him though. Still 10.74 with the 3 at 1:35.
You see the difference in a lot of the experience comes into play. The inexperienced guys you'll see will ride through the water trap.
Yes.
Whereas, you know, experienced guys will ride around it and back up into it. You don't really want to get that water on your front wheel. For all those guys out in staging lane, please feel free to drive around the water trap and back up into it so you don't put water on your front wheel if you're a little bit concerned. That's how you do it. Very close tree. The airflow is definitely riding away from him here. No burnouts for these two guys. I just said earlier, there's a lot of these people that probably haven't been past 100 kilometres an hour before.
No.
You know, they're sticking to the road speed and being safe. This gives them an opportunity to get out there and really open it up.
Well, 100%, mister, and I think that in an opportunity like tonight, if you've done a bit of road riding and you know, you might not have had the bike wide open throttle, there's no need to go out there and do 100% on the first pass either. You can certainly build yourself up to it.
This is a learning curve for everyone.
Yep. It's obviously also not also just about getting to a quicker speed. It's also about slowing the bike down from a faster speed as well.
Yeah. And there's a lot of confidence to be gained from just simply going that fast.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, we got Melbourne. Oh, g'day, Ads. How you going, mate?
He's just sent me a photo of him on a jet ski in a looks like a marina of some form.
And no doubt he was wearing nothing but a thong.
Oh, no. I asked that question on Wednesday night. He didn't respond.
Trust me, Nana's grandpa undies still turns out being thongs with him.
All right, 10.70 at 134 in the rocket lane there.
Melbourne. Lots of people coming in from Melbourne. Both away, 75 reaction time in the airflow lane. Yeah, great reaction time.
I think the wheel came down in the rocket at about the 330 mark.
Well, he's some RPMs warming that tyre up there. And they're back around, lined up really quick, which is just great.
You don't seem to have the cool down periods that you do with a car, do you, with a motorcycle? Obviously, there's nothing there to build the heat sink that you get in a motor car.
Oh, what happened there? Did he roll forward, did he? 004 reaction time, fantastic. It's the best reaction time of the night so far.
Yeah, that's 0.004 of a second after the green light came on. That rider left the start line.
So I don't think most of these bikes are going to be having delays set up or anything. They'll just be just using the clutch.
Yeah, well, the delay box is a bit. I think needs to be an automatic to do that, because unless it's activating the clutch as well. All right, so as we can see, the riders down there just getting a little bit of instruction from our start line. Our start line crew down there. Christopher, I don't think we'll see a nitro bike here tonight, but it would be it'll be certainly interesting.
Those nitro bikes do it for me, I'm afraid. Like, I love anything nitro. I love drinking it. I add it to my coffee of the morning.
Oh,
yeah. I get an extra 8% horsepower every morning.
What's your percentage mix wise?
Oh, yeah, probably 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just go straight 2-stroke. Depends how I'm feeling. Whether my boiler needs to be lubed up or not. And they're away.
Not too much in the reaction time here, but I think the aeroplane lane is out in front. Mr. 1191 with a 126 miles an hour, sorry, and a 1297 in the rocket lane.
Very close. There was only, you know, 3/4 of a second in it, but 20 miles an hour difference. So he was coming on big in the top end. Oh, she's in the air. Gets it down.
Big wheels up launch for the aeroflow lane there.
It's great. Like, we've got a P-plater coming out now. This is going to give them experience, make them better riders for the road, safer on the road. This is great. Good to see. Oh, you'd almost argue you just come straight from work.
There's certainly that potential, isn't there? I mean, the beauty is you can have all your gear and everything with you.
The rocket lane's definitely on it. That'd have to sound like a MT, wouldn't it? Pre-stage. Waiting for the rocket lane. We're in. We've got to start. Oh, he had a great reaction time, but had to sit it back down and compose himself before he took off again.
I think certainly the start line procedure on a motorcycle, probably a little bit more difficult to get the balance and the getting the foot up correctly. It's one thing to do it away from a set of lights, but it's another thing when you've actually got to keep the bike still.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I found that I used to just keep my feet behind me.
Yes.
So they were already dragged back. So all I had to do was just drop that clutch and then I could pull them back around.
Yes.
He's missed a gear, I think, on the start line there, or maybe not the best reaction time there, unfortunately. Took him 9 seconds to get off the line. That's certainly not going to help his quarter mile time.
There you go. Adam's just said he's on a water bike.
Yeah. It'd need to be about a 20-footer, I reckon, to keep his ass off out of the water. See, I can pick on him because I'm big and fat too. Yeah, see, that's all. It's nitro, it'll clean your guts out. E85 will clean anything out.
Yeah. Don't suggest we consume either, though.
We're not in any way suggesting that anybody drinks nitro or E85. Do not do that.
Just to be sure.
Yes, don't do that. Do not try any of the things that you're witnessing at home. Go to your friend's place and do it.
All right, both riders away there. The aeroflow lane much better on the line, and I think a little bit more horsepower.
Very close to the 60, but he's just driven away from him once he gets to the 330 and the 1/8.
1171 at 122.
Yeah, their mile per hour was almost identical.
Yeah, yeah. I think you know, sometimes as I say, it's just about that confidence on how quick you can actually bring the
when you want to
open.
wrap that throttle on.
I say this as a completely inexperienced bike rider.
But even an experienced bike rider leaving the line gently. I mean, look at them. They're still running what? 11.6s.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, which is super fast for a standard street car.
Yes.
But on a motorbike, that's no big deal these days. So you can take off gently, roll it on, and still run an 11-second quarter mile.
Well, both those bikes were 101 miles an hour to the 8th there. So eighth mile, obviously around half track. We're away once again. Rider in the rocket lane on a more upright.
Oh, he's driven back around him. The airflow lane's got him. How did that happen?
Not sure. He was carrying 23 more mile an hour. But the rocket lane was out.
He was gone, and then something happened. Maybe he missed a gear, which is, you know, the nerves can happen. 450 or 394 reaction times. Although Aeroflow has got the lead on him here. At 1280 gets the 13.5. Everyone lined up cordially, ready to go again. We're turning these bikes around pretty quick. I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of these bikes go through already.
Yeah, we don't have that information here. Next door, the computer system shows how many runs they've done.
Yeah. Rocket lanes away. That was loud.
It was pretty loud, mister, and certainly I think there's a lot more RPM down there. I think the touching the limiter, I think, as well.
Oh, I love touching the limiter.
Oh, dear, that
He's away.
Just stayed on that bike then.
Oh, the Aeroflow's coming back around. He's driven around him. We got a Siamese pair here. You wear your blue check shirt. Oh, I'll wear my blue check shirt too. You going to bring your brake out? Yeah, I'll bring my brake out.
Hello to TD Motorsports on Facebook. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the coverage.
Oh, he's away. What's going on here? Maybe he missed the gear or didn't get the start he wanted.
1289 with a 5 at 103 for the Aeroflow lane.
Oh, is that gassed pizza up there?
Yes.
Oh, you beauty. Gassed pizza. Fantastic pizza. I love them.
Know what you're having for dinner then, obviously?
Oh, I'm having a gassed pizza.
There is a number of food vendors around the venue, so obviously when it comes time, you're feeling a bit peckish.
I'm always peckish. Look at me.
Well, aren't we both?
I'm fading away to a shadow.
Aren't we both? We're always hungry.
I hope my lovely ladies from Go Nuts for Donuts are up there tonight. Oh, all over the lane on the rocket lane, but he's got it straight.
And a 13.0, 102 for the rocket lane there to take it to a 17.27.
Look at the number plates on the purple bike coming up for the burnout pad there. Meow. She's got the obligatory fake ponytail on the top of her helmet.
You don't see many customised number plates on bikes, do you?
I just ordered my number plates.
Did you?
Yes.
But no, what I'm saying is not like a car. We don't, like, you know how cars will, you know, generally have personalised plates, or they'll do something.
Yeah, lots of bikes do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't noticed.
You don't pay attention to bikes.
Probably not, unfortunately.
I just ordered mine.
What did you get?
PHKYU.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah, I've got it.
It was available. Can you believe that? And I ordered PHKYU 2 for my car.
You're going to do a fleet of them.
Yes. I think they'll last until the first time someone sees them and complains, and then they'll take them off me. Run, Forrest, run! I think we need to get that on video footage. That's the first time he's ever run in his life.
That's not true. I've seen it before.
Really?
When he was in the UK.
Was a donut shop about to close?
No. He was in charge of the T-shirt cannon for Xenopod.
Oh, really?
Yes. And many other things at Xenopod, but that was usually why we saw him on camera, was because he was operating the T-shirt cannon.
I believe the officials are just checking the track, making sure she's all honky-dory down there. Sometimes little bits of bike will fall off, or could be a little bit of radiator overflow or a spot of oil on there. They just want to make sure everything's safe for everyone.
Looks like they're
doing a Austin Powers 19-point turn around there in the lane, in the quad. Siamese twin breakouts coming through. Oh, they're away.
Airflow lane with performance advantage here.
I think something's happened.
Yeah.
He's missed a gear, or in the rocket, she's slowed right down there.
Question.
Yes.
As I've never ridden a motorcycle before,
Yes.
does a motorcycle have any like lockout on gears so you can't select the wrong one?
Well, it's
I suppose there's
sequential.
No reverse, is it? Yeah, there's no reverse, is it?
It's no. Yes, you can get motorcycles with reverse, but they're usually specifically designed, or a trikes, or something like that, to assist with the differently able people.
Yeah.
But these are all sequential gear shocks, so you
Just
can
clicking.
pretty much. It's just simply up and down, exactly the same as you do with your car, up and down. But you can miss the detent and misselect the gear, and if it's not completely in, it will pop back out of the gear.
Yep.
So. Yeah, the gearboxes, the gears are cut to sort of want to pull in, so they will go into gear a lot better. But yeah, it's quite easy. And a lot of times, you're talking about the nerves. I mean, this young lady, she's just rolled straight through stage and pre-stage. So this is the first time there's a lot of nerves here. You don't change the bike as hard, or you change the gears too hard, or you change the clutch a little bit earlier and, it'll pop out of gear. You won't hit it hard enough and you'll stay in the lower gear.
Well, I think the other thing is too, and this is something that I've come across when I have raced my car.
Yeah.
I try and change the gear too quick, and then because I rush it, I miss it. Where on the road, that doesn't, like driving normally on the road, that doesn't happen.
Well, that's why you'll usually take these first couple of times, you know, you might roll through stage, you might pop the start, but after a couple of these, you go back and you sit down, your brain, factors it all in. It thinks about what you did wrong, and then you come through and you do it again. So by the time these guys have had their 2 or 3 runs for the night, even beginners are going to have this down pat and are be getting their better times and their best times of the night. So lovely little Sportster down there. Nice, what's that hot pink sort of paint job on the tank? I like it. Oh, look, speaking over there's a missed gear.
Yep, we heard the
straight there. You heard it there. So again, it's take your time. Don't try and get your best, straight up. Have a bit of practice that you knew. Oh, some people are telling us some of the number plates that they've got out there on YouTube land. Feel free to tell us some of the number plates that you've seen. There's one, what's that say there? Spartan, or could be Sporting. Maybe he's very fit.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's Spartan.
One of our Facebook viewers, Rodney Smith, the bike nights aren't on every Friday night, but we are scheduling a number of Friday night events here at Sydney Dragway based on I'll say off-street style racing, where basically there's no set agenda to what car comes out or what bike comes out. The bike nights usually start around this time of year where it's getting a little bit warmer.
Well, that's exactly right, And the other thing too is, don't forget, on your Race for Real Wednesday nights, you can come along with your bike and you can run it on your Race for Real Wednesday nights.
Correct.
So it doesn't need to be a Friday night, but I'm involved with a lot of the promotions for these, and I can tell you that we've got a lot of stuff happening in the pipeline. It's just we've had, unfortunately for this event, we had so many amazing things planned.
Yes.
But unfortunately, certain aspects didn't come through in the relations to insurance and whatnot. So we're trying to iron out all the bugs for that, and fingers crossed for everyone out there, we will be having some incredible bike events coming up soon with stunt riders and trials riders and stunt competitions and burnouts and all sorts of stuff, which we were hoping to have tonight, but unfortunately we couldn't pull off the insurance in time.
Well, it's certainly good to see and know that there's other things in the pipeline for our bike nights.
Oh, fantastic. You know, this is the thing. Everyone loves the bikes. And you can see by the turnout tonight that it's a great event. I mean, we had to cap it. We had to put a limit on the bikes. So, you know, if we can get bigger numbers, we can start earlier.
Yes.
And get more bikes through. What's that number plate on the bike on the right there?
Looks like our rocket lane out in front at the moment, but it's fairly close. 11.12 with a 0. 128 mile an hour will take it by around about half a second across the finish line.
Yeah.
Our next pair into stage.
And we're away. Very slow reaction times, obviously. First time competitors again. That's all right. Get a few under your belt. Get your nerves out of the way. Beauty of a bike, even with a slow roll on away from the lights, so that still runs 12 seconds.
Yeah, definitely.
It's still fast.
Good speed as well.
Yep. I shouldn't have started talking about those pizzas before. Now I'm starving.
You've awoken the worms, have you?
Oh, God, they're great pizzas. They're away. Still haven't seen any closer reactions. That's still that 004 is the best reaction time we've had so far tonight.
Just going to say that, the best reaction time so far.
Now, do we have the Pro Tree on tonight?
I don't know, but I could go ask the question. It's something that's...
After 9, that's what I thought.
There
After
we go.
9, we've got the Pro Tree. Awesome.
Says the voice from the room next door. Thank you,
Voice
Ronnie.
from the deep. Comments from the super coach.
And of course, those of you that don't know what the Pro Tree is, that's where all 6 amber lights flash at once.
Then go straight to green.
Yep.
That's what the nitros, funny cars and the fuelers, all those run off. That's the Pro Tree.
Yep, all of our professional categories.
It's very, very hard to gauge if you're new to the sport. And he's away, but a little bit too early, unfortunately, my friend. A 0.58 reaction time with the negative.
Yeah, not too far away from the green, though. Anything with a 0.0 is certainly close to the magic number.
Bagger's putting out a bit of noise there.
I think we've seen this one a few times here at Sydney Dragway before on a Wednesday night.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does appear to be familiar to me.
Good start. 3.35 reaction time, 1.8 for the 60, 4.8. That's not a bad run, you know.
Yeah, that is
for a bagger.
Yeah.
11.52. Can't complain about that.
Yeah, it was sounding strong all the way down. Nice and clean. You can't miss the lumpy idol of a Harley, can you?
Nah, the patented lumpy idol of Harley. Oh, he's all over the place. But he stayed in it. He hasn't backed off at all. What's he coming for, 11s? 11.65 at 116 miles an hour. With a 16.6 at 95 miles an hour.
What have we got down there? Little Grom motorcycle, is it? Looks small, no?
No,
It just looks small in the aeroflow lane. I'm looking on the camera down there. It's only got small wheels on it, though.
Oh, up at the, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's a Grom. Yes, it is. You're right. I'm not going to expect anything quick from him.
I wonder what the quickest one is.
I don't know, but I'm sure we could squeeze a Hayabusa motor into that somehow.
Mr. Williams, yes, Michael Richards is here. He's done one pass already. He's probably not too far away from coming out for his second.
Oh,
Big was up the looks there for the Harley. 183 to the 60. Another strong run down there in the rocket lane. 11.63 at 1:15.
not bad.
Yeah, just keep in mind.
The other one's nearly across the line there. Ran a 25 with a 1. Don't really need to say the 1 with its 20 seconds, do I?
No, but you can. It's up to you. But certainly, it's all about having a bit of fun, of course. And
Run what you brung and have some fun.
Correct.
That's the motto, mate. I came up with that. Patented.
Trademark pending.
Trademarked, for sure. And here's an interesting thing.
Yes.
So, something that boils my blood is when people, let's just call them people.
Yeah.
I know that's broad generalisation, but those people that put the toilet roll so that the fold goes out the rear towards the wall.
Okay, how do we get to that?
Okay, no, it's just been bugging me. Like, do you know that if you go to the original patent of that, it shows it clearly that it comes out the front.
Forward.
So all these people are wrong.
What are
if
they
you put the toilet paper going to the rear, you're wrong. Let's just leave it at that.
Open to comments on the
Live stream.
I dare you.
I like these leathers. Lovely purple leathers. I wonder, is that a VMAX there in the airflow lane? Just in the burnout pad now.
There's no missing the exhaust on that, is there?
No.
Big twin pipe.
Well, from memory,
Out the back.
the VMAX was the fastest production motorcycle, straight line production motorcycle for a very long time.
Oh, wow. What, do you remember what sort of times or speeds?
Yes, let me just think about it in my head momentarily.
You want some
I'm not
thinking,
Googling it, I'm thinking about it.
I'll give you some thinking time. All right, we've got Harley down there in the rocket lane. Leaving nicely with that 140 line. Like that, is the VMAX definitely keeping him honest at half track?
No, he's slowed down. He's backed off. 11.2. I thought that VMAX would be run quicker than that.
The Harley was to the 60 foot a little bit sooner. There are a couple of these bagger style motorcycles here tonight.
Yeah.
Pretty close on
That's
the tree.
the airflow bike's going away.
Take the win here. 11.14. 123 miles an hour to an 11.83 at 1:13.
I can't remember what it was.
0.58 on the tree there for the Aeroflow Lane racer. Definitely one of our top lights so far tonight.
I think it was the most, that's right, it was the most powerful bike. 200 something horsepower or
Yeah,
something.
wow. It's a lot of horsepower.
That was back in 93 or something like that, you know. Real torquey.
I was going to say, that's a lot.
Like my wife.
That's a lot of horsepower on a motorcycle. I don't know your wife, so I'll just laugh and chuckle.
No, that's all right, yeah. She's not listening tonight.
11.12 with a 7 at 119 mile an hour in the airflow lane to take it to an 11.78 with a 9 at 131 in the rocket.
Yeah, see, look, I was right. People backing me up. Toilet rolls, right way around. Yep, I know what I'm talking about. Oh, a little bit too early, son. 0.27 under.
A bit of a puff of smoke there on the gear change. It's unusual to see.
He might have missed a gear.
Yeah. It's unusual to see any smoke out of a motorcycle.
That's the biggest burnout. Everyone's just been doing a little burnouts tonight. He's really warmed that tyre up. Ready for a start?
Yeah, the rider on
good launch. 0.20.
Yeah.
Great launch. He's on for a good run too. He's driving towards that centre line. He's held it though. A 9.2 with a 150 of the 3. 9.2. Oh, 9.9 for the other bike. That was pretty quick too.
Pretty good pass there from both races.
That's 9.2. That's fantastic. We haven't seen many breaks into the single digits. That bus from before, that ran an 8 something.
Michael Richards there, but of course, 150 mile an hour is definitely starting to boogie at the top end.
Oh, 100%.
We've seen some of our extreme bikes, Mister, into the 220 mile an hour mark.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the air.
Purpose-built road race bikes.
Yeah.
And 11.32 with a 4 at 135 for the airflow lane to a 12.58 in the rocket. Here's some of our races starting to bring the arm up on the launch.
Yeah, they've had their first feel-out run. They're coming back and starting to give it some this time round.
And a 9.67 with a 3, 146 mile an hour at the top end. And just to put that in perspective, that bike doing around 250 odd kilometres an hour across the finish line.
Which, when you say it like that, that's quite quick in such a short space of time.
It sure is, over 400 metres.
And the motorbikes, you'll see the the speed, the mile per hour, just gains so rapidly.
Yes.
You know, with that horsepower and the lightweight.
That's Angela Phibbs-Hunt down there in the aeroflow lane.
She's run an 8.20 before. 8.12, the best. 11.0. Another high booster there.
So Robert Simmons in the aeroflow lane, another one of our regular races here at Sydney Dragway. On the high booster.
He's run a 6.69. Maybe that was on an 8th though. 192 under, unfortunately.
Wow. 985 with the 9, 137. Nice pass there from Rob Simmons.
So Michael Riches again.
Yep. Down there in the aeroflow lane, closest to the camera. He's on his high busser.
Big long swing arm, trying to keep that front wheel down.
You'll see it here on the lead when the lights come down. You'll see it squat on the rear suspension.
Oh, that's a good launch. Yeah. 067 on the tree against an 021. Much quicker. 867 at 153.4 miles an hour.
So just looking at 60 foot there, mister. The
1.3.
Yeah.
That's
so that
quick.
That bike definitely leaving very,
It's
very well.
hooking up really well. As I said, he's even from his first run of the night, it's been leaving very quick, very cleanly.
So on the live stream there, you can see the 60-foot marker on the very right-hand edge of that camera shot with the reflector.
Yeah.
So from the starting line where the bikes are sitting now to that marker is 60 feet, or I think around about 18.5 meters. So Michael just did that distance in 1.3 seconds to the 60 foot.
A little bit early there, son, I'm afraid. That's the way you warm it up.
Good close race there, about 2/10 across the finish line.
Very close.
The Rocket Lane takes the win. There are a high set of handlebars on the
Yeah,
Rocket
mate,
Lane
look,
there.
it's funny. Everyone looks at him and go, oh, must be, oh, he's up, hold it, son, hold it.
Wow.
Everyone thinks that it's actually really comfortable.
Is it?
Oh, mate, it really is comfortable. I don't have apes on mine just because I don't need the attraction from the boys in blue, but everyone thinks, oh, what's a lot of ride with it up? But you're not. It's actually really comfortable. You find a really great seating position with it. And your under your arms are always nice and dry too.
That was the biggest wheel stand I've seen so far tonight.
He held it. That was bloody magic.
Yeah, that's right, Dottie. Send it, lad. Send it.
You can see the difference in those people that have been in the air before, they control it, they bring it down, and those that, have never had it happen before. Unfortunately for people like us, it's a standard part of riding that accidentally the front comes in the air. Airflow lane's nice, sounding great too.
Yeah, wow.
984, 155 miles an hour.
See the sun all but fading away here for this Friday night bike night.
Yeah. 095 against the 482. He hasn't been able to capitalise much on that though. He's still got the lead. He's pulling away now though. 10.9 at 11.5. That's pretty much his winning was his reaction time advantage. And that Harley was a Springer front end as well.
The one
with the apes, with the apies on it, yeah.
Dropped the clutch and stalled, I think, the way it
yeah, that or he was in the wrong gear. It can happen.
993 with a 7, 156 miles an hour.
Most big bikes, and when I say big bikes, 900s, thousands, 12, they're quite easily capable of sub 10s.
Yes. Yeah.
If you get a decent start and keep it on throttle the whole way, you're going to run close to those times, mate.
guess that's the thing, isn't it? We see the technology changing, obviously within the four-wheel variety, but also in motorcycles too. The computer systems on board to try and limit the wheel stands and all of that sort of stuff.
We never had that in the days when I used to race, mate. There was no such thing. I mean, slipper clutches were a big deal.
Yes.
When slipper clutches came in, everyone was, wow. Now the electronics that you're talking about, control, braking, throttle, clutch, how it sits the rear end down, how it sits the front end down. It's incredible what they can do these days.
Yes. Yeah, but I think that also helps in rider preservation in some cases too, if they're not necessarily experienced in what they're doing.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm talking more in the racing sense. You're talking about the MotoGP, what the bikes can do, just the starts, the launches, and how they raise the suspension and lower the suspension and do so much for the bike so they can get away from the line, and it's just crazy. We're lucky enough to be graced by Darian's presence in the commentary right now. How's things going there, Darian? Good? Yep, that little tuft of hair on your chin there is going really well. Not quite sure what they call that. Where are you going? Oh, where are you leaving? Oh, where are you going, mate? I love that little tuft of hair or whatever it is on your beard. I don't know if we could actually consider it a beard. It's more like a tuft of hair on the end of something. I don't know. It's very becoming. Yeah. I don't know what it's becoming, but it's becoming something. Oh, and Darian's left.
I wonder why.
I am not a bully.
I know what to bring up now. All right, the next pair about ready to go. You can see that rider in the aerofoil lane has done what we call a deep stage wall.
130. Oh, he's pulling it up.
He's popped the front wheel up pretty high there as well. Got out of the throttle fairly smartly.
9.1. That's quick times. That was Brett Coppings.
Yeah, I was going to say, according to our data, that was Brett Copping there.
That was on a 750.
No. He's got a couple of those two-stroke
bikes.
Right,
okay. And the GT. He was here with the water bus last time.
So
Yep.
That data doesn't change unless we manually change it in the computer. So if he's entered on the two-stroke bike, then that's what will show.
Yeah.
But that definitely wasn't a two-stroke.
No, that wasn't a water bus. They were either called a water bus or a water bottle. Okay. Yeah, there was the Kawasaki and the Suzuki. Both made two strokes.
We know Brett does ride that two-stroke very well and very quickly as well.
Well, I'm pretty sure the last time I commentated with you, he was there, and he had, because it's got the back tyre not much wider than on my daughter's push bike.
Yep.
And left a little skinny black line halfway down the track.
Rocket Lane with a better reaction time there, and is definitely leading the way.
Remember, a lot of these guys too, this is their everyday rides.
Yes.
This is their going to and from work, and they're not going to be trying for the all-out, win the championship tonight.
Yes. Yeah, we're not racing.
They want to go home.
We're not racing for street
No.
station.
They want to be able to get on their bike and go home and ride home and know they're all right without breaking something. There are people that would have trailed a bike here tonight, and they're probably going to go for a bit of a time. But then you got other people. Oh, here we go. What's this on the right there? In the rocket lane. What is that coming up? Now that looks like an old water bus. Yep, I can hear it. Hear the two-stroke?
Not like Brett's bike, I can't, but I'm sure we'll hear it when he opens the throttle up.
No.
Classic motorcycle though.
Yeah. No, it's not a two-stroke. I just saw the big radiator at the front and thought it might have been. Oh, missed the gear there.
The next pair up to the start line. Oh, had a couple of goes at the launch there in the rocket lane.
He's held it together. Oh, it's close. It is,
yeah.
Oh, he just got him. Just got him. 11.50 to lose an 11.66.
Do any of our viewers on YouTube or Facebook ride anything special? If you've got a...
So we're talking about motorbikes.
A motorcycle, yes. Didn't think I needed.
Get your mind out of the gutter, you people on Facebook and YouTube.
Very good.
What does that mean? Maybe I was in the gutter.
It was only you.
It was me. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I'll live in the gutter. Wondering whether I should have brought a jacket tonight. You can go now, mate. Yep, there we go.
Wouldn't you have your bike jacket?
No, I looked at the time, the temp, and it was saying it was going to be warm.
I see you just rode in your t-shirt.
Righto, waiting for staging, ready to go. Oh, a bit of wheel stand there in the airflow lane, but he stayed in it. Are you making my pizza up there, gas pizza? I'm starving. Reaction time, great reaction time in the rocket lane, 0.62. He looks like he might drive around him too. It's neck and neck, neck and neck. Oh, he just got pipped. 12.29 gets the losing 12.68. Almost identical mile per hour. Love to see some close racing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along tonight and making tonight such a great event. Got mountains more bikes coming up. Good to see. Probably out supporting a family member having a bit of a run down the track here tonight. 0.61, the rocket lane, against the 3.67 in the Aeroflot. And he's going to hold that lead all the way through the traps, run the 14.2 against the losing 14.83. .166 reaction time against 5.33. Oh, missed the start there. Got a big pink bike coming up in a moment. I may or may not be wolfing down a gas pizza at this exact moment. Very similar reaction times. They're both away. Again, neck and neck. Can the rocket lane catch him? It's very close. I think the airflow is going to get him. He does. 11.55 against 11.90. Very close, this one. Oh no, Rocket's pulled away in the end there. Well, we got a great bit of excitement coming up. We've got Cheryl coming out in her V-Rod, about to do a run in a moment. Waiting for the second stage light to come in. Come forward a little bit, buddy. There we go. Too far, mate. Perfect. You're away. 721 against a 699 tree. Very similar. I think the rocket lane's just got the advantage there. A little bit more legs. Yeah, it runs a 12.14 against a losing 12.67. Oh, look what's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Cheryl and her gorgeous V-Rod. Big wheelie bars. Advantage you've got with the wheelie bars, you can pretty much be as sticky as you want. Pop that clutch, and away you go. No worrying about doing a wheel stand or flipping it. Should probably do a nice big strong burnout. These were specifically made by Harley Davidson for drag racing. Really great sound to it. What's everyone guesses? What time do you think she's going to run? Going to be a 12, 11, 10, 9? What do you reckon? Let's see what reaction time she gets to start off with. It should be good. Rolling it forward. Shouldn't be able to drive it forward with the clutch. 4.55 reaction time, a little bit slow. See what it runs. 895, 143 miles an hour. Leaves the line so cleanly with those wheelie bars. $11.11 at $13.32. Great experience, great fun. Race your mates. Go fast, do it legally and safely. So maybe I've been chewing a little bit loudly. Apologies for anybody that can hear that. Nick, if it's any consolation, it tastes amazing. Got our pair of breakouts coming back up. Of course it's gas pizza, Nick. Did you not hear me raving about them before? If you're hungry and you feel like a great food, nip on up and see Gas Pizza. It's amazing. Also, the wonderful ladies up there for Go Nuts for Donuts. Righto, let's see what we can do. Will these boys match it this time? Not really. Got to work on his reaction time in the rocket lane. 12.60 against the losing 13.17. Here we go again. And away. Harley's off to a great start. 224 reaction. Although the road bike, I think, is just going to drive around him and get him just on the line. Oh, he got it. 11.87 against a lose and 11.15. He just left later. He was quicker across the quarter mile. He just left later. Oh. Very even here. Neck and neck. Their times are almost identical down the track. But the airflow lane left momentarily quicker. And that's how he got the win. They're both away. Again, very even matched race. Almost identical. The airflow lanes just pipped him at the post though. Half track, they're neck and neck. Airflow Lane's got the lead. Pips in with a 15.17 against the losing 15.75. See again, a couple of bikes coming in here. We got a P plate in the left-hand lane, the airflow lane. Great to see them advancing their skills off the road. Gone a little bit far there, son. You don't need a head start, buddy. There's your pre. Now your stage. Stay right there. When it's green, go. Don't leave before then. There we go. Rocket Lane had to fight to stay on his bike there. Airflow Lane's just keeping the pedal down, going hard. And comes away with a nice solid win. Waiting for the Rocket Lane to stage. They're both in. And away. 506 against the 982. Remember, you can be a faster bike and lose because you took longer to get off the lights. So your ET doesn't start until you break that beam and take off. Very close race this one. I think Airflow's going to get him and just pipped him at the line. Yeah, nothing like doing your first quarter mile, shaking from nerves. Totally agree with you, mate. But you'll soon get those nerves out. Once you do a couple of passes under your belt, it becomes easier and easier. Much like sex, really. Don't really know what happens the first couple of times. Just sort of really just hang on for dear life. I think mine was also over in 10 seconds as well. Both away. Oh, the Rocket Beam's going to drive around him. Much more horsepower. The top end mile per hour got him there. Gone forward a little bit too far, come back a little bit, buddy. There we go. And away. 706, 904. Almost a second reaction times. Not going that quick. 13.4 against a 14.6. Having a little look there on the track. Checking everything's all right. A lot less breakages than with the cars. Just checking the track, making sure she's safe. Apparently there was something on the track they've picked up, bringing it up. Fast and efficient team we have here at Sydney Dragway. The experts at prepping and preparing the track and getting everything ready, and especially when you have some downtimes, they can clean it up and get the track rolling again nice and quick. Well, you decided to join me again, did you?
I was working next door.
Working.
Putting numbers in the computer.
Ah. I just had a pizza.
I can smell that.
Yes. And, apparently I was chewing a bit loud because they heard it on the internet.
Was it good though?
It was great.
As expected.
Yes. MT10 down the quarter mile. Yeah. It'll be fun. Lots of wheel stands. .177 reaction time. 1.8 on the quarter. Run in for about an 11, I'd say. 10.99. Ah, was close.
What's it? A hundredth between friends.
Yeah. Yes. My gas pizza was amazing. Adding to my girth. I feel like something's sweet now.
Wouldn't have to be a donut or a milkshake, would it?
I don't know. I think maybe we need to see the lovely ladies for Go Nuts for Donuts and get some donuts, maybe. Maybe we need donuts in the commentary box. Anybody out there that wants to get us some donuts and bring it up in the commentary box, feel free to do so.
All right, next pair just sitting back from the start line there. Into full stage now.
He's gone a little bit too far forward. They're a bit more lenient with the bikes. Green, go. Go, buddy. .12.1, 12.76. I think maybe I need to get a cameraman and go for a walk down in the staging lanes. Look at the contrasting sounds between the Vig Twin and the four-cylinder inline four.
Much like a car, isn't it, mister, in the sense that the definite difference between a 2J, for example, and an RB or
Oh, yeah. But you can tell they're still sixes.
Yes.
Inline sixes.
Yes.
But the difference between a big V twin and an inline four, just massive difference. Like the sound, between a V8 and a 6. But you just got to love the RPM.
Yes.
14,000 RPM. Airflow lanes away. Waiting for the airflow lane to come on in. Couple of big Harleys. Oh, is that Grom again?
See if you can break into the 19s. Oh, so that respectively, but he went 20.0, 20.5 before.
Well, it's all in the start line. I'd be lying on that seat, hanging my legs out the back.
Like Superman.
Yep. Is Wheelie Zone Eastern Creek still operating? Well, if you stand out the front when everyone leaves, you'll probably see.
All right, another pair racing to the finish line. The airflow lane out in front at the moment, 12.65 with a 7.
Now we're all on board, everybody. When you see the Grom go past, just blow air in his direction, and hopefully that'll help him get across the line and see if we can do a sub 20. He's away. I'll be honest, his 3:30 is not great. His 1/8 is not even good. His 1,000th is terrible, but here we go. Do we break the sub? Oh no, 29. I was hoping there.
A little bit slower that time.
Yeah, he maybe just had a hamburger.
Or a gas-fired pizza.
Had a hamburger, had a gas pizza before he jumped on his bike again.
He was trying to get down as close to that tank as possible, though. We can see that on the
But he's a big dude too. He's not a little fella.
Everybody's big on a Grom. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. This one's very even race. Until I get to about the 3:30 and then the rocket lane's pulled away.
Well, not by much though. Only just 13.5, 98 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Great looking motorcycles out there. Really nice colours as well.
It's hard to just, unless you walk up to the bikes, it's hard to tell what's what these days.
Yeah.
A little bit too soon, 080 under. He still wants to race him.
All right, a couple of Harleys rolling up to the start line once again. This is our quick bag machine down there in the Rocket Lane Mister. We had a couple of them running here tonight.
Well, you did a nice big burnout, so I'm not sure if this is the one that did the big wheelie before us.
Pretty sure Matt from Sydney Random Riders, he's got a bagged Harley.
Yeah.
A little bit of wheel spin off the start line for the Rocket Lane. The aeroplane lane out in front of the
Very close.
I think the Rocket's come back
Oh,
around.
he just pipped him.
Yeah.
At 12 away against the losing 12.06. Oh, that's close racing.
A tenth of a second, the gap across the finish line.
But again, as I was saying before, it's how quick you leave the line. Because you can run an 11 second, the other bike can be a 12 second, but if you're sitting on the line for a minute and a half a second and a half before you leave, you're going to lose. You got to get that reaction time down.
027 Red, talking of reaction times there, Mister, for the Aeroflow lane.
Yeah.
Runs on through for an 11.70 at 109.
Yeah, a little bit under, I'm afraid. Kind of get a feeling we might see a little bit of a wheel stand in the Rocket Lane.
Drini's going for like the Joker look.
Yeah.
The yellow helmet and the purple.
The purple.
Needs to be like green, like a Kermit green.
I got a feeling he's going to do a big wheelie here. Nah, surprised. Oh, he's had to fight to keep that thing straight. She's gone everywhere in the airflow lane.
Still dancing with the center line.
Yeah. I wonder if he's ever danced the devil in the pale moonlight. So you said a Joker reference? See what I've done there?
Yeah, I see that.
See what I've done there?
The awesome segue.
Yeah,
I set
the
up there,
segue?
wasn't it? Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We couldn't have planned it any better.
That was fantastic. So, pair of baggers coming up next. And they're both away. 0:43 reaction time. Unfortunately, he's getting driven away from. Big burnout there in the Rocket Lane.
Yeah, that rider not too shy to
give it a little wave.
Wear some miles off the tyres.
No.
Tyre, I should say.
2-on-2 reaction. 1.7 at the 60. That's not a bad time so far. He's going to come in for an 11 at 113 miles an hour.
See the smoke just lingering around the start line here at Sydney Dragway.
And I'm not out there smelling it. It's the one thing that we don't have up here in the commentary box. We don't get to experience the joys of the smells.
Aeroflow lane out in front there and runs through it for an 11.70 at 123. Got there quite convincingly in the end to a 13.48. These riders not too shy on the burnouts, Mister. We've seen quite a bit of smoke down there on the start line.
Well, yeah.
Considering it's all coming from one tyre. Nice launch for the bike in the Rocket Lane this time around.
Well, a lot of these boys have probably decided that they're going to throw a tyre at it for the weekend. Because if you do a few Ks, you end up wearing a flat spot in the middle anyway.
Yes.
So it's not the best for handling. They may as well do a burnout. If you're going to do a burnout, you may as well do a big one. I'll tell you what, the reaction times are definitely getting better. This is a very even race here.
Rocket Lane just in front of 1,000 feet.
Pipped him.
Yeah, well, it's quick pass for a Harley 1079 with a 3.122.
Well, you don't know, we don't have any information on these bikes. A lot of them will have big bore kits in them and whatnot. You can get a lot of horsepower out of them.
What sort of capacity are we talking? roughly?
Oh, what's it? Mine's 117 cube.
Yeah, wow. So you're just under a litre a cylinder there.
Yeah, I think it's just under 2 litres.
Just under 2 litres.
But of course, I'm not happy with that.
So what's next? Dare I ask?
It's just a little 128 kit.
Yes. Okay.
Because, you know, you need that to go to the shops and back.
Of course. Someone said on our live stream a couple of weeks ago, oh, he's overdone with the burnout. And someone else said, is there such a thing?
Is there such a thing? Trying to think of his name. Back in the 80s, up at Willowbank, and I used to work with him, in the council. I'm trying to think of his name, and he had a HQ ute and had no tray on the rear of it. It had these tyres that were about 20 inches wide.
Was that orangey yellow colour?
No, it was Undercoat for memory.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of his name.
Not the car I'm thinking.
And he did a massive big burnout, and then, yeah, left the line, messed it up. So he just did a monster burnout and just held it for the whole length of the track.
Yes. Funnily enough, that's when those magnetic walls come into play, though.
Well, they said
that sort of thing.
They said you're not allowed to. You have to go home, but that was all right. I remember his name. I'm old now.
That's right. You just got to dig back a little further, man.
No, I think my brain's a lot like, you know, an old computer. There's only so much memory it can hold, and you've got to delete something before you can add something new. 019 reaction time there in the rocket lane.
Yeah, I think this bike went low 9s last time. There we go.
9:28, that's a great run. 141 miles an hour. The other bike came out with 145 miles an hour.
Also in the 9 seconds.
Yeah, they're quick bikes. And just a massive lineup of bikes waiting to go. The staging lanes are just full.
The aeroflow lane leaving the red light on the start line and taking the strike first. 10.16 with a 3, 145 miles an hour to a 12.13 with an 8 at 116.
Even the slow bikes are still pretty damn quick.
Yeah, very much so.
I'd be curious to know what mine had run on the quarter, probably about a 12 or 13 or something, I don't know.
One way to find out.
I don't have a jacket tonight.
Maybe Wednesday night then. Nice burnout from the rider. In the rocket lane, rolling up to the start line.
Brett Yelton just commented that his first ute he drove was his old man's HQ. Always got stuck in third gear. Well, that's because it was a Holden. Okay? Holden.
It's holding.
That's your first mistake, son.
It's holding on to third gear.
Just holding together. Had it been a Ford, it would have been great. Now we've got a couple of buses coming up. Big long wheelbase, stretched swing arm of Michael Richards. 0.26 reaction time. Great reaction time there for Wally Hoster.
Yeah, well, they want about regular races here. Sub 10 seconds, 9.99 with a 7, 145. I think we've seen him on a much quicker motorcycle. Whether he's got a couple of bikes, I'm not sure. So Robert Simmons down there in the aeroflow lane.
Against Michael Richards in the Rockers lane. We got a 1400cc bus against a 750 Gixxer. This is going to be an interesting race. If the bus is not going to get off the line like Mix, but it's definitely going to try and catch him.
I think.
Oh, no.
Richards is going to take this one fairly comfortably.
121 against an 049 reaction. 873 against a 10-1. Such a difference, just that, you know, 6 or 8 inches of swing arm makes a difference.
Well, both those bikes only 2 mile an hour apart, but which shows
reaction
they're
time
making
was massive.
similar horsepower, but
Yeah.
the reaction time and the launch RPM and that first 60 feet, a big difference.
Oh, yeah, that's just it. If the track had been another half a mile longer, the 1300 bus would have driven around him because of the top end horsepower. So how many bikes we've got there? Aussie has asked on YouTube, mate. We had to cap it at 200 bikes tonight. So that'll give you an idea. Staging lane is packed right up around the corner, and we're going through them really quickly. So each bike's getting a lot of runs tonight. Everyone's standing down there, leaning against the wall with PRP, Platinum Racing Products banner.
I think we've just had our first casualty for tonight. There was a lot of smoke down there, and I was going to comment, where is the bike? Unfortunately, just got pushed away from the water box.
One down.
067 on the tree for this rider in the aeroflow lane.
It's not a very fast bike though. In 11th second, 136 miles an hour. Another long swing arm bike here. Great to see all the young kids there waving to the bikes as they go past. I remember that was me some 45 years ago.
Say last week, wasn't it? All right, that's Jesse Barnes down there in the Rocket Lane, mister, on board his
Hayabusa
Suzuki, former track champion in street bike.
Oh, really? You should have a good reaction time then.
Yes, he's very good on the lights. Very hard on himself when he's not.
055. Oh, missed a gear there.
Rolling out of the throttle about 500 feet out.
Yep.
Still rolling through to 14.1.
It doesn't matter how many times I see it, it still blows my mind that you see a fueler step on it, then shut down at the 60-foot mark and still go across the line doing a 9 at 50 miles an hour.
Well, I was actually talking to someone at work today about 2 different people, bike related, so I could quite happily talk about it tonight.
Yes, good.
In the UK, they're doing some interesting stuff in the UK with it, like exhibition runs.
Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this.
Wow.
Oh!
Hundreds across the finish line.
10.24 against a 10.21. An almost identical mile per hour. That's a great race.
Yeah, that's one of the closest for the night there, I think, mister.
150 mile an hour too. Yeah, go on, UK.
In the UK at Centre Pod, there's a rider over there who's retired. His name was Eric Tabuli. He ran a rocket-powered motorcycle.
Yeah, is that the world's fastest one? They ran 460?
Yes. I don't know if it ran
460 or 480 or something.
He ran his first 4 on his last run. Keep in mind, this guy's late 70s, I think. So doing very well to be confident enough to straddle a rocket. It's not a jet, it's a rocket. So it's actually like a chemical reaction. Lights the wick and just hangs on effectively.
Again, much like my sex life.
And the other thing that came to mind, courtesy of Ben, who used to do our production up here in the box, a bike called Force of Nature.
All right.
That bike is steam-powered.
Oh, really?
And
sounds like my wife.
You know how we all bang on about how quick a top fuel car is to the 60 foot?
Yeah, yeah.
This thing like good fuel passes like 0.83 seconds, somewhere around that. This thing, 0.7 of a second.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
It only runs to probably 1,000 foot, then literally runs out of steam. Yep. Yeah, so certainly the Force of Nature bike, something a little bit different. Obviously, after every run, though, Mister, they've got to do a full track prep because there's a condensation trail.
Yeah.
But I think once it runs out of steam and just rolls, it still runs like 6.4, like 160 miles an hour, something stupid. But yeah, he had a photo of his time card, 0.73 or something. He went to.
It'd be so much harder to ride because this propulsion system's different. Yes. You know, because it'd be so difficult to ride, I reckon.
No, very little sound. It's just like a whooshing sound out of it. But the rocket bike of Tabuli is much the same. And I've just been told by our meeting director that big congratulations should go out to all of our competitors down there in the staging lanes. We capped out at that 200 bike entry number before 6 o'clock tonight. So once again, the bike night been a roaring success in terms of racing numbers, and I'm sure that everybody down there is having an absolute ball here at Sydney Dragway. So congratulations to all involved for encouraging friends to come out and ride as well. You know that the Sydney Random rides.
Oh, they've done a great job. They've brought so many people out here. Did a lot of excellent advertising for it.
And also, of course, our Heavy Duty magazine as well. They've come along and sponsored the event in association with the Sydney Random Rides. We hope all of our competitors go home with a fistful of time cards, and perhaps we'll get to see some of them back at the next round of the Credit One New South Wales Championship Series, Mister, where they can run with dial-ins and breakouts and all of the full box and dice of drag racing. Yeah, there we go. Just under 300 mile an hour was Tabuli's run.
Yep.
Was it 490? Tabul, is it?
Not Tabuli. Tabuli's a food you put on your bloody, what do you call it? Your kebab.
Sorry.
You're thinking about food again.
Yes. I was close.
Yeah, I'd ride it.
Well, I don't know where it is. You might be able to acquire it.
I've always wanted to do something. I actually wanted to put a two-stroke power head in a bike.
Yes.
You know, off a boat.
Yes.
I thought that'd be really cool.
Something a little bit different. I think the issue that Eric was having towards the end was actually getting the components to mix his own fuel.
Yeah, I think it was a silver, wasn't it? They used the silver as the catalyst, from memory.
I don't know. I'm not sure how all of that works, Mister, but I'd imagine that you Google some of the chemicals in the requirement of the fuel would probably raise a few red flags on Google.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But of course, that's how, the run before on the Saturday, because he did 2 runs at whatever meeting, I'm sure Dan can tell you, he was just shy of that 4-second pass, and apparently he mixed a little bit more fuel, because obviously once the lit is wick is lit, there's no turning it off. The only way it stops is actually running out of fuel.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You're just a passenger at that stage.
Yep. I did see the live stream. Santa Pod is on a wind farm. They don't have a sand trap or catch nets like we do. So he basically just dropped the front wheel off the bitumen at the end of the runway there at Santa Pod. But the bike very much looks like one of these machines down here.
Yeah, I've seen the bike. I've seen the run.
Yeah, similar sort of bike to Michael Rich's in terms of wheelbase. Just has a tiny little pea shooter exhaust out the back.
Yeah.
And all right, Brett copping down there in the rocket lane.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special guest up here. We have Alex from Legacy. We're going to have a chat to him, and he's going to tell us all about what he's been doing and what's going on and how we can get involved and help out. So welcome up to the commentary box, Alex.
Oh, thanks. It's cool to be up here. Fancier.
Yeah, this is definitely the best spot to be watching from, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's air conditioned too, which is pretty good. Yeah, so essentially, I'm from a veterans motorcycle organisation.
Yep.
Essentially, what we've done tonight is we've brought out a thing called the Muster for Legacy.
Yes.
For 2025, and that's essentially all the local or Sydney-based, New South Wales-based motorcycle clubs that are full of military members or ex-military members. They've all come together tonight to raise awareness for Legacy and Legacy Week.
Yep, well, I was lucky enough to go on be invited on the Fallen Heroes run many years ago.
Yep.
That was organised by SOCOG and the Commandos Trust, which was pretty amazing. I'd had family involved in that back then, so it was quite an incredible thing to be involved with. But we always try to go on every ride that we can do, whether it's a black dog or something else, and support it. So how can we get involved?
Well, essentially tonight we've got a couple of guys out riding, having a couple of runs as well, getting involved.
Yep.
But down on the pad where one of the food trucks is and where you can sit down in the preparing lanes, Legacy's down there. They set up a stall for us. We've got a couple of cool display vehicles, a motorcycle and a ute that were generously guys come up from as far as Victoria to show them off. And Legacy's there, they're selling all their products. You can make donations. They do have FPOS, so if you're saying I don't have cash, they can help you out there too.
And I mean, the beauty of Legacy is it's homegrown.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
helping our own people, our own veterans. I actually have a very close friend of mine's a veteran. He's having a pretty rough time at the moment, and we've chatted a lot lately. And it's hard to think of what these guys are going through and what they've been through. So yeah, look, if you do have some spare cash or you do have 5 minutes, pop over to the Legacy stand and do donate, because you're not sending money overseas like our government does. You're spending money on our own people, our own veterans that went to war for us to keep us doing what we're doing now, to give us the freedom to go racing motorbikes on a Friday night. So we need to support these people.
Absolutely, and their families as well. So it's not just the veterans as well. It's very much aimed towards the families of those that we've lost.
Yes.
So they help those guys as much as well as our return veterans as well. So yeah, it's definitely going to a good cause. They take the families out. They go on trips and stuff like that. They help them out as financially as much as possible. So every cent counts. Yeah.
So I've worked a lot with advocates lately that have been helping, with these people and what they're going through, and it's a bloody hard job, and they don't have the resources, and they don't have the help from the government that I really think that they should do.
Absolutely.
It's pretty sad that our government are more interested in sending millions and millions of dollars overseas into wars that aren't our problem, instead of looking after our own people, our own veterans and their families, and supporting them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge thing. We've got heaps and heaps of veterans who are struggling through physical and mental health issues.
Oh, it's horrific, the trauma they've been through.
Homelessness and stuff like that, as you said, like, you know, our government's sending that money elsewhere when we've got, you know, thousands and thousands of people in the street, including veterans and stuff like that, who need the help. And
Yeah, we should be in our own backyard, cleaning it up, getting it right, and not worried about, you know, everyone else over there. Everyone else can fend for themselves. We need to support Australia and Australians' veterans and their families here first.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
So what other things have you got coming up? Anything coming up in the future? Anything else we can get involved with? We've got some rides going on. We've got some events or fundraisers. Or how can we get involved?
Well, so this one's usually the one-off. It's an annual event. So it's the Muster for Legacy. So we get all the motorcycle clubs together, and they all put in a donation just to be a part of it. They have to donate.
Yep.
And then whatever we can raise here as well. There'll be buckets going around and stuff like that here. I do understand that there is another group here that I was introduced to lovely today, was Riders for Legacy or Bikers for Legacy.
Yep.
And they've got an event coming up in the next couple of months, so you can check out their social media and stuff like that. All events disregard on whichever club they are, pretty much all the money that they raise goes back to veterans and stuff like that. This is an annual event. We usually do it earlier in the year. So we were aiming to do it in March.
Yeah.
But that got washed out, so that was obviously before the launch of Legacy Week, which is usually around August, September, and it runs for a week to raise as much money as they can for Legacy, and we usually make a donation at that time.
You should try and organise a ride to one of these events where you imagine we choose and we start off at, say, Melbourne, and then we ride to here, and then each town we pick up more and more and more and more people and have a final destination.
Well, that's an awesome idea, to be honest. It's not something that's crossed my mind. This is the third year we've run it. The first year we all kind of just got together and milked it out, worked out who we were and stuff like that, and all, you know, got on. The second year, which was last year, we did a ride, a local ride, and everyone jumped on board that. We just kept it pretty small, but it was just military clubs only.
Yep.
And this year we thought we'd get out, promote a little bit more to everybody else. So next year's sky's the limit. We can always look what we can do.
Mate, I think that would be fantastic, because we can help promote that. Sydney Random Riders can help promote that. There's so many things we can do, because that's something that I would take time off work and that I would be involved in. And my daughter and I mean, she's here beside me in the commentating booth because we're pretty much a little team. She won't let me go riding anywhere on the bike without coming with me. So we do all the rides we can, whether they are black dogs or anything, and we always do them together. But I think that we should start trying to put something together. I think it'd be just fantastic.
Well, it's funny you just mentioned that, because it just did ring a bell with me. There is actually a ride that's going around the country.
Yeah?
It's called The Last Post.
Wow.
I've been in touch with those guys, and what they're actually, there's a bunch of veterans, they're actually out on postie bikes.
Oh,
And
really?
they started in South
That's
Australia,
cool.
and there's 4 of them, I believe, or 3 of them.
Yep.
And they've all got tricked out postie bikes, and they're actually doing a full trip around Australia.
Yeah, right.
So I know it is not this week and coming the following week, midweek. They're making their way from down south, quite south.
Yes.
Now it's Bateman's Bay, I think, way.
Okay.
And they're doing the leg from Bateman's Bay to Gosford, and then they continue on from there. So like, these guys aren't exactly going to be hitting the speeds we're hitting on the track here. But they'll be on the freeways. So I know there's a bunch of guys getting around them on their bikes and giving them a nice escort up and down. And I think we put it to a couple of different clubs in the local chat, all the different states, trying to get them to jump on board and escort these guys around to make it really, really big. So
Yeah.
we can definitely jump on social media looking for the Last Post as well, because those guys are raising money for to veterans, and they're all veterans
too,
themselves. But they're trying to
Yeah,
find
that's
ways to do it too.
fantastic. I mean, it's pretty shocking what they go through. The trauma that these guys suffer, it's lifelong. Their families suffer, and we need to really back them to support them. So again, guys, anybody out there, nip over the staging lanes, pop in and see the Legacy boys, drop a few dollars in, and help our veterans out.
Absolutely. Yep, laser over there. They've got the buckets. I'm pretty sure the buckets are going to be going around as well. So yeah, they've got FPOS, they've got buckets, they've got merch. Any donations are tax deductible.
Yes, awesome. Well,
Government's not getting it.
I think my daughter and I will come for a little wander over and see what we got. We might need we forgot to bring jackets to ride home with. Do you have any jackets over there? Or jumpers? It was really hot when we left this afternoon. It seems to have cooled off.
Yeah.
We might be freezing on the way home.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll get them for the I think there's a couple of Master for Legacy jumpers going around, but I think they've already been snatched up.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll freeze. We'll freeze. It's a small price to pay for the veterans.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fantastic. Is there anything else you can tell us what we need to know?
No, so essentially it all goes out through social media.
What social media, what are the pages? What should we be looking on, jumping on and following?
Well, it's any military motorcycle club page. So whether it's Veterans MC, Infidels, Military Brotherhood,
Yep.
Patriots, who else is in there? We've got Diggers. They all donate, they all pitch in. They're all the local ones, they're all the main guys. So any of their pages, they promote anything that the Muster for Legacy throws out.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we really do appreciate you coming up here. Thank you for explaining it to us. Thank you for the work you do with all the guys and all the people. And it's been an honour to have you here.
Not a problem at all. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Take it easy.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. It's not us. It's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
They're currently out on track and they're the champions of the weekend. However, we wouldn't be here without our partners Pack Lease, who are the real heroes who help us get here. They help us get to any event that we need to go to, including the race weekend. We have partnered with the team at Pack Lease for the past 3 years, and we couldn't think of anyone better who we want to do this with. They get us from A to B and to every racetrack and every event that we need to go to. They are so extremely helpful with everything that we need, and we love being partnered with them.
Simpson Race Products Australia offers the widest range of safety gear, including helmets, Simpson hybrids, boots, gloves, underwear, accessories, and much more. Whether you're on the drag strip, circuit, or off-road, Simpson Race Products Australia has all the gear to keep you protected. Built to protect every race, every track, every lap. Simpson Racing Products Australia. For more information or to get some of the best safety equipment in Australia, send an email to sales@simpsonraceproducts.com.au.
Out here, you get time to think about life's big questions, like where do all the flies come from? Do trains of thought have a destination?
It's our legacy. Performance, it isn't just a word, it's our promise. 3 generations, one unwavering passion. Innovation begins in performance. Proudly Australian, unmistakably world class. Speedflow.
Heavy Duty Magazine is the proud sponsor of Sydney Dragway Street Bike. Editor Mick Withers is a long-time racer and supporter of this digital bracket. Heavy Duty is Australia's #1 Harley-Davidson magazine, with road tests of new Harleys, features on wild customs, and tech articles from riders with grease under their fingernails. Heavy Duty is also proud to sponsor modified bike champion Sean Ricketts, upcoming junior drag bike racer Anastasia Lucky, and modified bike racer Peter Bartlett. Grab your copy of Heavy Duty magazine from heavyduty.com.au.
I have this incredible drive to succeed. I've just got this ambition, I want to get on the podium. I think there's a lot of people that have an older mentality and don't think women belong in motorsport, and that's one thing I'd like to prove a lot of people wrong. It's you in the car and it's your ambition and your drive to win. As soon as that helmet goes on, that's it. I'm Brooke Newson. I'm a sprint car and outlaw car driver.
Hey everyone, are you in business for yourself? Maybe you own and run a transport business and are eyeing off a new truck or trailer, or maybe you're a tradesman needing another essential tool. Well, here's a game changer for you. Check out Credit One Equipment Finance. They are Australia's top choice for financing for good reason. Whether it's transport, construction, farming, or any trade, Credit One Equipment Finance is perfect for your business. No matter your industry or equipment needs, Credit One Equipment Finance is your go-to solution. They understand that growing your business means having the right equipment and tools, which often requires substantial investment. With Credit One's diverse finance options, you can acquire your excavator, van, truck, crane, or whatever your job demands. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Check out over 1,800 glowing 5-star reviews on Google. That's right, 1,800 and counting. For competitive rates and solutions that beat the banks, and for lightning fast loan approvals, visit www.creditoneequipmentfinance.com.au or click the link in the video description below. Empower your business today with Credit One Equipment Finance.
Building a street car through to a race car? Be sure to think of Aeroflow Performance. The ever-increasing range that started with just hose, fittings and fuel system components has grown to include boosted turbochargers, bank shift shifters, X-Pro ignition and electrical accessories, Bosch motorsport products, fabrication parts, as well as driveline and engine components. With an exceptional distribution network and inventory, Aeroflow products are always within reach. With more to come in the future, be sure to keep an eye out at aeroflowperformance.com.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird,
That's
the Combi, XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Hi, my name's Jenna. I'm the team coordinator for Volante Rosso. We're here at Phillip Island where we've got our Radicals and our GT3. They're currently out on track and they're the champions of the weekend. However, help us get to any event that we need to go to, including race weekends, media days, and track days. We've been partnered with the team at Packley's for the past 3 years, and we couldn't think of anyone better who we want to do this with. They get us from A to B and to every racetrack and every event that we need to go to. They're so extremely helpful with everything that we need, and we love being partnered with them.
Australia offers the widest range of safety gear, including helmets, Simpson hybrids, boots, driving suits, gloves, harnesses, underwear, accessories, and much more. Whether you're on the drag strip, circuit, or off-road, Simpson Race Products Australia has all the gear to keep you protected. Built to protect every race, every track, every day. Simpson Race Products Australia. For more information or to get some of the best safety equipment in Australia, send an email to sales@simpsonraceproducts.com.au or contact them directly on 0407 108 103 or 02 9545 6662.
All right, welcome back to Sydney Dragway for tonight's bike night. Just had a little bit of a break there. Thank you to all of our sponsorship partners. And I think Mister's going to head down to the staging lanes and try and have a bit of a word to some of our riders. If you want to share some stories, tell us a bit about your bike, perhaps the workshop that you're with or whatever it might be.
Yeah, I think I'll come for a walk down. If you see me walking around, the incredibly good-looking bloke with the mohawk. I'm not obese at all. I'm very fit. I'll come down, have a chat. You can tell me about your bike. Tell me what you've been doing. And I'll see you out in the staging lane shortly there, guys.
Not a worry. All right, well, in the meantime, I'll just be up here in the box. Mister will be walking around with a microphone. He's in a bright yellow top. And Harley Davidson top. All right, so seen some incredibly good runs here tonight. I think so far our best reaction times are .004. That run there, 14.4 in the Aeroflow lane to a 10.74 with a 5 in the Rocket to take the win. Our next pair leaving the start line. The Rocket lane with the better light, perhaps a little bit more horsepower. And runs on through for a 12.22 with a 9 at 1:11 through the finish line to a 15.24 at 86. Our next pair leaving the start line. Pretty close on the reaction times, only 0.04 of a second between. Nice and close across the finish line too, 0.2 of a second. 11.58 with a 3 at 130 mile an hour in the Aeroflow lane to take the win. Our next pair, the trees about to count down. The Rocket lane about a 10th better on the light. But the Aeroflow lane with the performance gets there first, 11.72 with a 117 miles an hour. Our next pair leaving the start line. Hit Mister down there. Have you got someone for us, mate? .026 on the tree for the Aeroflow lane. The Rocket lane pulling away from the other rider at the moment and runs on through for a 12.04 at 1:15 to a 13.1 with a 6. Fantastic light for the racer in the aeroflow lane though. Not too much in the light between these two races. Fairly evenly matched as they make their way down the racetrack. The Rocket Lane just out in front at half track. Stays that way by a tenth of a second. 13.15 with a 7, 101 to a 13.2. Also at 101 miles an hour. The next pair. 0.78 on the treat for the Rocket Lane. Building that lead, he's going to get there first. 13.50, 98 mile an hour through the finish line to a 14.0. Our next pair, just about to roll into the beams. The aeroflow lane marginally better. And through the finish line first, 13.61 with a 7, 81 miles an hour to a 15.30 at 86 miles an hour. Nice lead there from the aeroflow lane. Out in front at the moment, but I think the Rocket Lane, no, it's not going to make it. Run out of real estate. 14.30 at 90 mile an hour for the aeroflow lane to take the win.
Can you hear me up there?
I can, mister. Have you got someone down there
I'm
for
out
us?
in the staging lane. I'm sitting beside a stunning looking Kawasaki. What's your name, buddy?
I'm Gareth Wilcox.
Okay, Gareth, give us a rundown about your quacker. What's your gun, mate?
ZX14R, I run in the state championships a mod bike with it.
And you've been running it along this bike for a while?
No, I only started racing maybe 2 years ago. So it's basically a standard motor and then put a long swing arm on it, lowered it, tried to make it a bit more consistent for dial your own racing.
Right, so standard motor, just the bigger swing arm. How far is that? What, about 12 inches?
Yeah, good eye. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, mate, I every time I go to the bathroom, I know. So, yeah, no, that's fantastic. What's the best time you've run?
9:45 at 150 mile an hour.
150 mile an hour, so big top end. What's the best time you've run tonight so far?
Oh, 9.7 at 1:47.
Are you hoping for beating your better time tonight?
Yeah, maybe. I've been having a bit of trouble with the auto shifter on it, so I'm just trying to sort that out.
Yeah, right, okay. Fantastic. Is there any particular workshop you go through?
No, this has all been, no one else has touched this. It's all been made in the shed. So
that's fantastic. There's nothing better than someone that does their own work. Well, mate, it's a great looking bike. Best of luck. I hope you beat your PB tonight.
Cheers, mate, and big shout out to Team Digger.
Yeah, mate, Team Digger, all the boys here, everyone that works with the veterans, fantastic. Great for coming along. We really support you and really appreciate everything you do.
Can't bug Albie for working on it. Absolutely.
All right, just a little bit of a hold up on the start line.
Yeah, I want to talk to the guy with Z1 over here. Yeah, buddy. Fucking animal.
Not quite sure what's happening down there. The red lights were flashing. Shouldn't be down for too long, mate.
I'm just in commentary, and I'm just having a walk around, having a chat.
Oh,
so
no one walks around. Pretends to.
No. So look, I'll just I'll wait till it's a little quiet.
Mister, don't forget.
I'm just going to ask things, your name.
Mister, I've got some time at the moment if you're keen.
How long you've had it, I'll just ask you questions like that.
It's been a slow process over a dozen years.
Well, you can tell me all that on thing, but mate, I come from now. Had a damper on the side of it. Yeah, I fucking ran lakeside in the 80s. It was unreal, mate, yeah. I ran production classes at the back in the 80s.
All right, racing back underway.
Got
an 083 light in the rocket lane.
Oh, mate, it's absolutely unreal. Is that your overflow model?
Yeah, catch tank. Well, they said it's got to have one, but there's actually a catch tank built into the motor.
Yeah.
Breather on it, but they wanted one that they could see. So
yeah, that's fine.
It's never got a drop of oil in it.
No, that's right. All right, well, just wait for
018 on the tree there for our Aeroflow lane racer. All right, our next pair rolling up to the start line. The unmistakable purple leathers down there for the rider in the Aeroflow lane with the yellow helmet. Taking on one of our bagged Harleys. Bit loose off the start line for the racer in the Aeroflow lane. Got it gathered up now though, and is running on strongly through the finish line at 11:22 with a 119 miles an hour. Big burnout for the rider in the rocket lane down there. You can see the smoke just drifting away. That's a lot of smoke off one tyre. All right, our next pair about to leave the start line. Aeroflow lane, a little bit better reaction time, but the rocket lane definitely with the performance advantage here. Although it is still a pretty close race, 10.76 with a 9 at 123 miles an hour in the rocket lane to a 12-second pass there, 12.1 I think it was in the Aeroflow lane. Two competitors leaving the start line. 309 on the tree for the Aeroflow lane. 5:31 in the Rocket. The Aeroflow lane will take the win 11.16 with a 6.117 miles an hour to a 12.68 with a 5. Another one of our bagged Harleys down there in the Aeroflow lane, leaving the start line with a 4.69 light. Ridden around by around about half track, and 11.51 at 132 miles an hour for the rider in the Rocket lane to take the win to a 13.3 at 105. .079 on the tree for the rider in the Rocket lane. Gets gathered up around half track. The Aeroflow lane out in front, and a 12.63 with a 4 at 108. Next up, we will have Cherie Buggy in the Aeroflow lane. And I believe that's Gareth Wilcox down there that Mister was just having a chat to aboard the Kawasaki. Cruel Intention, that was Chris Bones Porter. That was many, many years ago. Used to race a Harley Davidson in modified bike, if memory serves me correct. Then the last bike I saw him on was a Nitro Harley in top bike. Where we have a little bit of downtime on the start line. We've got a couple of events coming up here at Sydney Dragway. The next one is tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. A IHRA test and tune here at Sydney Dragway for all of our IHRA teched and licensed teched cars and licensed drivers. So as I said, that's from 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We'll conclude around 8, I believe. Following that, our next event will be Friday night, and that's Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights event is going to follow a similar format to our regular Race for Real Wednesday nights, where the competitors come out and run what they brung, but effectively this event will start from 5 p.m. and conclude around 10. It will have cars as quick as 8 seconds capable of running at it. There will be a little bit better track prep than what we see at our regular Race for Real Wednesday night. So the idea being that the track will be able to hold a little bit more horsepower for those that are fortunate enough to have cars that run as fast as 8 seconds. But essentially this will be our first attempt at the event on a Friday night. As I said, running from 5 p.m. through to 10 p.m. and you can run as quick as 8 seconds with your car. So definitely looking forward to that one. And then at the end of the month, we have our Halloween themed. Thank God it's Friday. So that will be another fantastic event here at Sydney Dragway on the 31st of October. All right, so there's Cherie Buggy and Gareth Wilcox on the start line. On the tree for Wilcox in the rocket lane. The Kawasaki out and gone. Runs on through for a 9.27 with a 5 at 1.46. Buggy in the airflow lane, a slowing 15.23 at only 42. As our next pair of riders roll forward up to the starting line. Too far away from going Pro Tree, where all of our races will leave on a single flash of amber lights, scheduled to kick off at 9 p.m. tonight.
Well, I had a great wander around the pre-staging there, just chatting to some awesome people, hearing their stories about their bikes. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's good to see some of those machines up close, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, look, that, unfortunately, I did an interview with a gentleman out the back there. It didn't come through, but, yeah, he's got this old Kawasaki Z1100.
Oh, is that the one we thought was the water bottle or...
No, this one, it's just an old, it's called the Wildebeest.
Oh, yes?
And it's a shafty.
Yeah.
It's an old shaft drive.
Yeah, wow.
And, yeah, he's had the thing for 12 years and built it up from bits and pieces from the wreckers, and it's just a cool old thing. It's got this screen on the front of it. And,
yes.
You know, it's not going to break any world records, but he's having a ball. He's going out there and he's just having fun, mate.
That's exactly it. As we started tonight, what it was all about. What's the saying that you've patented?
It's run what you brung and have some fun.
Exactly right.
Yeah. That's patented. I think that guy went the longest possible way he could have gone to get down the quarter mile then. He just went from the left side of the track to the right side of the track.
086 on the tree for Barnes there. Will be a lot happier with that reaction time. Next up, we'll see Wally Hoster in the rocket lane for BC Performance. As I said, Mr. We're only about 10 or 12 minutes away from going to the Pro
Tree, 9 o'clock, yeah?
Yep. All right, both
That's going to sort a few people out.
Yeah, it's going to throw a few curveballs, I reckon. But 091 on the tree for Hoster. Nice reaction time for him. Going to take this one fairly comfortably. 979 with a 6 at 140 mile an hour.
1098 with an 8. The gentleman I was just chatting to down there in the green ZX14. Did all the work himself. Another one of those wonderful gentlemen out supporting different forms of support for the veterans.
Oh, okay, I was right. I must have been talking about the wrong Kawasaki. I said that might have been Gareth, but my bad. I probably should know.
That's the gentleman we were just talking to there, yeah, with the Monster ZX14.
I was referencing another Kawasaki down there, so apologies.
No, it's just great to see there's such a support for. As it's hard, it's sad to know that the best support seems to be coming from ex-veterans and the people then by our own government.
I think we see that all too often though. 018 on the tree there for Robert Simmons. Nice light for him. Gets there first. A 10.10 with a 6 at 148 miles an hour.
Someone's just talking on YouTube asking about a rider with a skull-painted helmet and skeleton. That's not Matheson. He didn't used to wear that.
No, I think it was Chris Porter.
Okay.
The old Bones bike.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see what he can do.
There wasn't a full power launch there.
Wasn't a great start.
I think both those riders, I'll say, pedalled it.
9:57 against a 9:17. They've got that Harley Davidson's Racing V-Rod back out again. I think his name was Cheryl.
Yep.
On the Harley Davidson Destroyer, I'm pretty sure they were called.
Yeah, it's one of the few factory race bikes.
They come like that. You buy them
Yep.
straight like that.
They didn't do it for that many years, though, did they?
They weren't a fast bike.
All right, in beside Angela Phipps Hunt down there. In the airflow lane. One of our
that was a great start.
Yeah, she'll be happy with that.
She got a good launch. 153 on the tree. And came through to run at 9, almost 9 flat at 139.
And Angela in the aeroflow lane there, 11:40 at 129. She left with an 052 light. Our next pair of riders making their way into the staging beams.
They seem to be getting louder as the night goes on.
I think perhaps aggressive. 008 on the tree. I think is that
no, 004 is our best we've had. That's very close.
It is very close. Rider in the rocket lane there.
10.16 to a 10.57. A lot more mile an hour in the airflow lane. 149 miles an hour.
Giving the start line a bit of a quick touch up, I think, with a little bit of traction compound or similar down there.
Bit of VHT.
As I said, ladies and gentlemen, our next event here at Sydney Dragway is the IHRA Test and Tune tomorrow afternoon from 2 p.m. till 8 p.m. for all IHRA teched cars and licensed drivers. And then following that, our next event will be the Aeroflow Race for Real, of course, on Wednesday night. Then
I won't be available for that one, unfortunately.
Then we're going to go to a new concept. It's called Friday Night Lights. So it'll be similar arrangement to the Aeroflow Race for Real Vista, but the cars will be able to run down as quick as an 8 flat.
Oh,
and
good.
We're running from 5 p.m. through to 10 p.m. at night. The track prep a little bit more sticky than what we usually prepare for a Wednesday night.
Yep.
So that will hopefully aid the quicker cars in getting the traction that they need.
That's great.
Then at the end of the month, the next big event will be the Halloween, thank God it's Friday, on the 31st of October.
Next month, we've got the Nitros back.
Yes, on the 8th of November. Of course, that will be the Nitro Grand Final. It was scheduled for earlier in the year, but the event got rained out. So it's looking to be an absolute cracker. I know there's some people at work that have been pretty keen to come out and have a look.
And I have that week off. I won't be at work, so
okay.
I'll be here. I think I'll be in my official role of photographer.
Okay. Cool. Well, hopefully
one of the many shirts I wear here.
I'm sure you'll get some fantastic shots of those Nitro cars in full flame and glory from the start line.
Oh, that's got some nice note to it.
10:31 with an 8 takes that win in the Aeroflow lane.
Don't forget we got roll racing on as well. King of the Streets. Over the next in November.
I'm not 100% sure of the dates.
Yeah, no, but I'm down for commentary on those. Coming in to have a bit of a play, it'll be fun. 237 lights. I think he's going to have a big top end this one. 9.7 and 155 mile an hour.
Yeah, so certainly good speed there for the rider in the rocket lane.
We haven't had anyone top 160 yet tonight, have we?
Not that I'm aware of, mate.
No.
Couple of mid to high 150s.
Yeah.
There's another one, 155.8 through the finish line with a 968 with a 9 is the ET. Only a few more minutes and we'll be running for Pro Tree.
As I said, that's going to sort them out. I think we'll see some red lights and some slow reactions.
Yeah, just until they get their head around the different riding that's required. Probably going to have to take a little bit of a guess on the when the light's going to go green though.
Very similar times. Big difference in mile per hour though. 119 to 140. Higher mile per hour usually equates to a higher horsepower. The old gentleman I was talking to you about on the Z1100's got a beard.
Yes.
But he didn't have a hairband. He had a zip tie in it. How cool is that?
Because why not? I'm sure that it'll catch a few of the hairs on the way out, but all fun and games. Whatever's available. 10:28 with a 148 mile an hour.
He wants to be
He wants to run a 12-second.
What's his best so far?
I'm not sure. Oh, this is an even race. Very neck and neck. Rocket might just have him at the post here. Yeah, 11:44 to 11:73.
So looking at the dates for the rest of the month, we'll have, of course, our regular Wednesday night race for reals, Mister, but on the 24th of October, round number 6 of the New South Wales Track Championship Series will be taking place. It's everything from junior drag bike all the way up to supercharged outlaws, or boosted outlaws, I should say.
Yep.
So usually a fantastic day of
we got pro mods in that?
Sportsman racing. Not normally.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that we might not get one. But typically the boosted outlaws, they generally run mid-sixes.
Yeah.
Sort of
Crazy fast.
Yeah, still very, very fast. But the day more geared towards sportsman racing, so you know, dial-ins and handicap racing.
Yep.
But fantastic, really, really close racing. There's been several that I've called recently that are, you know, thousandths of a second the win margin. Really good reaction times across all the brackets.
You want to see close racing.
Yes. Yeah. At 1081 there, 128 miles an hour in the rocket lane. Took the win quite comfortably. Just while I was looking at those dates, I think we've switched to Pro Tree there.
I wasn't watching. Well, it's right on 9 o'clock now, so we must be going to Pro Tree. As I said, I think that's going to catch quite a few people out. For everyone out there in the staging lane, be aware, we've gone to Pro Tree. And here's the lovely old gentleman I was talking about on the right-hand side there, an old Z1100 shaft drive. So being a shaft, you'll see the thing step up and lift up as he takes off. No burnout because the shaft, it wouldn't handle that. And he's having a ball. He originally bought this from the Wreckers 12 years ago.
Oh, wow.
He was going to build a sidecar so he could take his grandkids around.
Yes.
And ended up just turning it into a drag bike and been having fun with it. Very simple. Let's see what he can run here.
Just over 2 seconds to the 60 foot.
Well, it's got nothing on the horsepower of today's bike. 13.1, so close to breaking that 12. So close to breaking a 12. I mean, it's 1100 cc's, but you know, it's not going to have the horsepower. A big old heavy steel frame.
Yes.
So it's certainly not going to, you know, run the times and the horsepower that these bikes have.
Both races are pretty close on the start line.
We noticed a big difference that the reaction times are nowhere near as quick.
We're just starting to see some O-lights as well, mister.
Again, everyone in the staging lane, we have gone to the Pro Tree. We won't be counting down. It's now one flash of the amber and green. Pro Tree is now on.
That's Brett copping down there in the start, in the rocket lane.
Not quite sure how he red lighted there. It didn't move.
Unless he didn't, maybe the timeout is set there.
Ah, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. All right, our next two. I think the starter's just telling them that it's Pro Tree. You can see the nod of the head.
Really want to see 160 mile an hour tonight. We're so close to it. See the big screen he's got on the front of it too?
Yes.
That's got the aerodynamics of a brick.
Yes.
140 against 122. Very close on the ETs.
.446, the better reaction time there for the rider in the rocket lane. Pretty close across the finish line. Bit under 0.2 of a second. 12.08
very close.
with its reaction time was the difference there. The ETs were like 0.004 apart. .580, the better reaction time here in the rocket lane.
Here we go. Let's see if they can get a better hold on the reaction time. 520s.
It certainly seems to be where most riders, on average at the moment, around that 0.5 of a second. 14.17 with a 187 miles an hour through the finish line to a 15.0 at 88. Still got a great number of competitors out the back.
They're everywhere.
255 on the tree for the rocket lane here.
Very similar. I think the Rocket's got it. And he's going to get it by, I reckon, the action time.
Oh, a little, yeah, 0.2 of a second he carried across the finish line.
.377, getting a little better.
And he'll run on through for a 11.61 with a 5, 119 miles an hour to a 16.72, 75.
It's definitely, people are struggling a lot to get their head around the Pro Tree. This was a close race. Airflow's got it.
You've got to remember too that most of the bikes aren't set up to leave hard in that first 60 foot, because all you do is either spin the wheel or lift the front
wheel. Lift the wheel, yeah. Yeah, slow reaction times on those two.
So there's our riders that are keen to come out and continue racing tonight. It's been fantastically supported.
It was wonderful to have Alex up here and hear about everything that all the riders clubs are doing to help our veterans. Make sure you pop over to the tent. I just went over there and bought a little teddy bear.
So the tent you're referring to is in the left of screen there?
Yes, it's the Legacy tent. And see the lovely ladies over there, and get yourself a little teddy bear or a badge. We got ourselves a little Air Force teddy bear. My son was in the Air Force, so 4.75 reaction times. We're not seeing any fast times with the Pro Tree, that's for sure.
10.81 with a 127 to a 12.62, 102 in the Rocket.
280, that's the first one we've seen half decent. I think a lot of them are staging a little bit deep as well, so that they literally, the moment they move, they're breaking the stage beam.
Yeah.
Instead of staging a little bit lighter and giving you that little bit extra there. half a second seems to be about the norm of the reaction time on the Pro Tree. We've got a full lineup of bikes out the back still ready to go. I think we might see a good reaction time on this bagger. No, maybe not. I think he's double clutching it by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like there was two there. Not a bad race though, 2/10 across the finish line.
Yeah, very close.
Things away fairly evenly, but the rocket lane 2/10 up his sleeve. I think it's going to stay that way, mister. Looking at the two bikes as they make their way down, actually stretch the lead out to nearly 0.8 of a second. It's interesting that you and Alex were talking about postie bike riding. There was we've had the postie bikes here at a I think it was an Aeroflow race for real on a Wednesday night. There was like a club of them. Most of them running around the 24-second time zone, but there was a couple of characters there. They used them like scooters to try and get away from the start line.
Yeah.
They did it once, and then were asked not to do that. But there was some pretty cool ones too. Like there was one guy built an extended swing arm.
Yeah.
For it, he broke that trying to go into second on a burnout. And then there was other ones that had all the big like I'm sure there was one that had a set of hangers on it. Had a
set of hangers,
big chrome mirrors, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, there was some that were obviously stock, and then there was some where the riders were happy to invest some time and money into upgrade the performance.
Well, if you've never been, you must go to the Postie Bike Grand Prix in Cessnock.
Okay.
Now, I'm telling you now, I've been to so many. I used to live in Cessnock.
Yes.
It's a race that's through the town, like the supercars do.
Yes.
And the bikes are fully spec'd, their guidelines and everything, and you've got some of the best races. You got Brock Parks and all the big names, ex-racers coming over and racing in these teams.
Yes.
And mate, we're talking really fast posties, doing some
pretty serious
racing.
Pretty serious too,
Yeah.
by the sound of it.
Oh,
so
mate,
it's a bit like a hill climb sort of thing, or is it actual circuit? Is it like a hill climb sort of thing?
No, it's a flat circuit through town,
okay,
but it's through towns and over jumps, and not jumps, but like over things. It's just crazy. And to see the riding on some of these guys is just staggering. Like, it is mind-blowing to see the speed that they get on such a small track, and the quality of the riding.
Yeah, okay.
Like, really, really. Troy Corsa, all these guys come over and race in it.
Wow.
And it is just phenomenal. So the Postie Bike Grand Prix, absolutely do it once. You'll be blown away.
Do you know when that is normally?
Just let me have a think about it. I'll ponder that brain of mine, and I'm sure it will come back to me.
Our next two making their way down towards the finish line, the Aeroflow lane is going to take this, I think, fairly comfortably. 10.77 with a 2, 147 through the finish line to a 14.60 at 89 miles an hour.
For memory, it's held on Sunday, the 26th of October.
Oh, wow. So it's only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to see if I'm around to do that. They, all the bikes, as I said to you, it's not pretend, but like all the bikes are dyno tested to make sure that they're all their specs. There's certain things you're allowed to do, run certain tyres and everything, but it's full on, a bit like the Grand Prix, and I mean, it is phenomenal.
So it's actually a standard bike. They don't go all out.
No. Like, it has to conform to set ideals. There's things you can change and things you can't change, just to make it the racing as close as possible. There's 3 or 4 in the team.
Yes.
It's a team race, a bit like Le Mans goes for quite a while. But to see, and it's hot up there.
Yes.
So the tar is melting. And you've got these
Especially coming
postie
into
bikes.
end of October.
Mate, they've got the postie bikes sideways, stepping these things out around corners, up on the wheel stands. It is honestly some of the most incredible racing you'll ever see.
Sounds like a good fun weekend.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Cessnock. Yeah, not much else to do there, except get drunk and punch on. Seems to be a normal Friday night in Cessnock, I think.
I'm sure at least at one pub or two.
They're all the same pub. Here we go. Ready for a start. Straight away.
The Rocket Lane, the better of the two with the 6.64 light. Out in front at the moment. The Aeroflow Lane keeping him honest, but a 13.03 with a 5 will take it at a 1.02 to a 14.15 at 95 for the rider in the Aeroflow Lane. Our next pair off.
Again, no reaction times. Everyone's struggling with the Pro Tree. Takes a couple of times, certainly, to get your head around it.
The Aeroflow Lane out in front. 11.84 with a 7.117. Takes it convincingly.
Mate, we've still got it packed.
Yeah, we do.
It's packed still.
Across all 7 lanes, 6 lanes down there.
Yeah.
And a 12.50 with a 1.05 will take the win. I think the Aeroflow Lane there had some issues on the start line. The Aeroflow Lane at 10.89 with a 4 will take that win. 1.31 through the finish line.
There hasn't been many slow bikes here tonight.
No. 4.22, the better light there, but the Aeroflow Lane with the horsepower. 14.12, 91 miles an hour.
I've seen so many of these bikes go through. I reckon each rider would have got 4 or 5 runs through it at least tonight.
I would think that's probably a fair estimate.
They're just moving through so quickly.
There was a time when we ran a different printer on the time cards and we had to hold the pair going in from next door.
Because it took too long.
Because the time card prints down the slip, obviously, but our printer up here just goes one line across the page. Again, around that 0.5 of a second.
So someone's just said on YouTube that no postie bike is fast when you weigh 130 kilos. Well, I suppose if you're going 2 up, go on to Facebook and check out the Australian Postie Bike Grand Prix. Anybody that's got the time, do check it out because it is brilliant, especially if you're up that way.
Do you know how many they actually made? Postie bikes? I know.
Oh, it's a huge number.
Yeah, it's a massive number.
It's a huge number. We used to use them just go to the shops and back. Had a, you know, milk carton on the back, milk crate on the back.
Yeah. To carry your lunch home or whatever. To run your errands.
Yeah. Geez, I tell you what a difference it's made just going to Pro Light. Everyone seems like they've everyone seems to be struggling on it.
I think perhaps they're just getting a little bit tired. Big wiggle at half track there for the rider in the aeroflow lane.
He kept it going.
He did. Didn't get out of the throttle. 11.25 with a 4. 1:35 through the finish line.
Everyone wanting to get that one last run in. 3:45, more respectable, but he's going to get driven around the outside of.
The winning ET there. .457 on the tree.
MT's away. I think next bike night I'll go for a run on my purple bike.
What do you think it'll run?
It's not going to be fast.
Style though.
It's only 114 cube. It's not going to be quick. Yep. Thank you, YouTube. 11th anniversary. Australian Postie Bike Grand Prix held Sunday, the 26th of October, 2025. I don't think we've got anything on here on the Sunday the 25th, do we? Sunday the 26th.
Let me just consult the... No, because the track champs is on the 25th.
Well, you could do the track champs on the 25th and the postie bike on the Sunday.
I could.
Well, I mean, not you, but I'm saying people, all big burnouts.
Yes, definitely.
But purists, enthusiasts could definitely come here, and then it's only a quick trip up to Cessnock. 2.5 hours, something like that. 3 hours. It'd be 3 hours. No, it wouldn't. It'd be 3 hours from here.
.1172 with a 5, 113 mile an hour for our rider in the aeroflow lane to take the win there. 389 light for the rocket lane though.
This would be running through our last group of Harleys, would it be? We're near on 22 past 9. I don't know if we'll get through another run tonight.
Let's see. Comes down to how enthusiastic the riders want to keep coming around. Big burnouts.
Oh, that's the way. Big smoky burnout in the bagger. I think that was the one that was doing the wheel stands earlier.
I watched some of the stunt riders out of Perth when I was over there earlier in the year. They were doing all sorts of tricks on a bagged motorcycle. There probably wasn't much paint left on the bottom edge of the bag, but the way the rider was throwing it around was certainly pretty entertaining, because I'd imagine the bike a lot less nimble than some of the other machines that you see the riders doing tricks.
The weight on them,
big
crazy.
wheel stands, and like he was hanging off the back, sitting on a knee, hanging right off the back to lift the front up.
playing catch up, but he's not going to catch him. The bagger's away. 11-10. I've got an itching to see someone run a 160 tonight. Track temp will drop. Air's a bit cooler, a little bit more horsepower.
I have a feeling though, mister, if we were going to see it, we would have already.
Why you have to kill the vibe? It could happen.
We might be lucky. We might get a
Could
rider.
happen.
Might get a rider that just gets that few extra 100 RPM down without spinning the tyre. Got 3 or 4 bikes at 155.
Yeah. And there's still some of the fast bikes out there coming through again.
Sorry, 117 in the rocket lane there, 128 in the aeroflow. Rider in the airflow lane, shallow staging there. Those lights getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
365 on the tree for the rocket lane. The horsepower belongs to the aeroflow though. 1271 with a 2, 109 to a 1437 at 101.
Yeah, starting to see some of the stretch swing arm boys coming through now. That's a quick run for Harley. 10.7, 124 mile an hour.
All right, so Angela Phipps down there in the aeroflow lane.
You got the Joker from before down there, as you called him.
Yeah.
He's in. Bang! 074 light he got.
Yeah, wow. You called it.
074.
Maybe you startled him. Because I know you did me, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking something.
What a close run. 10.99 to 10.98. Wow. What a run. I can't believe that how close it was. Here we go.
All right, I think that's Jesse Barnes
down
there in the rocket lane.
Yeah, 223 to 340. Yeah. Definitely better trees. These people are ready for it.
Barnes will take the win at 10.20, 136 miles an hour.
On a bike, you pretty much almost dump the clutch as you see the flash.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I know Jess was talking one time about the clutch in this bike was different to the old bike that he had, and he felt that this one didn't have the same feel to it. Like he couldn't feel the take up as good. But I guess when you've got a racer that wants to colour light every time they come to the start line, they start hyper-focusing on those sorts of things.
It depends whether the clutch is, you know, hydraulic or manually operated.
Yeah, I can't remember which way he said it was on this bike, but...
Off.
Aeroflow lane out in front.
Oh, it's close.
Oh,
it's
very
close. Oh.
Comes around him. The top end, a 10th the difference on the finish line. The rocket lane working very hard there, was a little bit late on the start line compared to the airflow. and a 987 with a 8 in the airflow lane at 141. Keep in mind that's still 220 odd kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
I know we roll off 130, 140, 150 mile an hour like it's nothing.
That's still fast.
It's very fast.
Especially when you're on it. Oh, a little bit too soon. 26 under. .974 at 146 miles an hour. Have we ever done roll racing for motorbikes?
No, but that's actually in the schedule. I think it's for October.
Oh, we've got a neck and neck. I think Airflow's got him. Just pipped him at the 8th.
Yeah, wow. Half a second across the finish line. The Airflow lane will take it 149 miles an hour.
Ready, bang. 326, it goes to 317, both good lights. Very similar, but once he gets to the 330, things change differently. 1026 at 1114. It's not our monster bike back again, is it, down there? No. 256, great reaction time on the rocket lane.
One of those bikes sounding fantastic through the track mics.
I just love the noise of them. The close race, look at this. And they're fast. Oh, 155 and 156. At 958, it's losing 978. 0.2 of a second.
There's only 700ths between them at the finish line though. Just showing the difference in reaction time there. Very, very close. They would have been eyeing each other off.
Oh,
down the
yeah.
straight.
Oh, Rocket's going to drive around him, I think. He did. I think some of them don't know where the finish line is because you hear them still going.
Yeah, it sounds like
I know the sound is a little delayed, but
yes.
What'd you stop for, mate? Green. Keep going, Green.
Another close race there. 3/10 across the finish line.
Yeah.
The winner at the Rocket Lane.
Oh, these are both good reaction time.
Nothing in it. The Airflow lane marginally better to the 60-foot. We'll take the win with a 9.93 with a 7. 159, mister. We just
so close.
0.3 of a mile an hour. 159.7.
I want it. I'll need a 160. I know we're going to get it. If not, I'll just take that one.
12.24 with the 6, 115 in the Airflow lane to a 12.15 with the 6 in the Rocket.
Yeah, 159.7, man. I told you I reckon we'll see a 160 tonight, but I don't know if we're going to have the bikes to get through it. A little bit colder temperature.
Yep.
A little bit more horsepower.
Has been a very warm day here in Western Sydney for spring, of course.
But we're sitting inside in air conditioning. I don't know what it's like outside. It might be warm still. Very even reaction times between the two of them. Oh, look at this. He might have driven back around him. He did.
Yeah, wow. 0.156 across the finish
He was
line.
behind
at 3/4 track and drove back around him.
Just shows never give up.
3:32 against 5:77 reactions.
And 11:31 with a 9 at 1:26 to a 10:75 with a 6.
If there's a 160, you have to do the postie race in a chicken suit. Oh, it's close. Look at the racing we've got at the end here.
Yeah, 145 mile an hour, the quicker of the two there. 10.50 with a 9.
Well, if we get a 160, I'll find a chicken suit and I'll race in the postie bikes. Oh, he missed a gear there. He was away. A little bit of a feed up, though, the burnout there. Here we go. Ready, go. Oh, geez, he's away. 160 at the 60. This is fast. 9:39 at 151.
He was doing his best. You could hear the limiter.
Oh.
He was tapping the limiter past the finish line.
.285 reaction.
Yeah, to run a 1.660, that's pretty good on a motorcycle when you consider most bikes are around the 2 second 60 foot. Maybe a fraction of
As
that.
I said, he got an awesome launch. Hyosum power. The only way I get a Hyosum to do a good quarter mile is to push it off a cliff.
.11.0, 128 in the rocket lane to a 12.21 with a 5 at 107.
Oh, 188 to 148. What reaction times?
Sounds like they're throwing caution to the wind at the moment.
Hell yeah.
Still got around 20 minutes left for tonight.
Well, they're lining up and pushing in, trying to go as quick as they can. I don't think I'm going to see my elusive 160.
We're 0.3 short.
I've heard that before. .10.56 at 147 mile an hour.
Both bikes pretty close to the 60 foot. They're neck and neck all the way down the rocket lane.
Oh,
Will take
just
it.
pipped him.
11.0. 127. You ever been to Jay Upton?
Yes.
Whatever happened to him? It was everything and then just disappeared.
He came back a few years ago here at Sydney Dragway and ran some pretty good numbers. I'm pretty sure he was racing in Perth when Dad and I went over at the start of the year, but yeah, just didn't seem to find the horsepower that he had back in the day. Of course, you know, Jay, with all respect, he's a more mature guy nowadays, and you know, still very capable engineering-wise. And there's no doubt that bike makes some pretty serious horsepower. Back when I was racing, he claimed it was making 1,500 horsepower, and it was only 1,500 cc's.
Yeah.
Wow. I saw a run at Willowbank. He was on and off the throttle about 4 or 5 times and still ran at like a 6.4.
I used to love watching that thing run.
Keep in mind that was the late 90s too.
Yeah, it's like I had this blank for 20 years.
Yes,
and I still...
Because he ran in the late 90s and then just had a big hiatus and came back not that long ago.
So what did you used to run?
I used to run a junior dragster with my dad up and down the East Coast, mainly Canberra. We did a lot of racing in Canberra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we'd try and go to the Winter Nationals, and the Nationals back in the day was down in Melbourne. Did a little bit of racing across the road. This was well before this facility was built. But yeah, saw some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is neck and neck. They're dead even.
Yeah.
Dead even. I think Airflow's got him. Oh, just pipped him in the top end. So close. Yeah, I come from the days back when Victor Bray was starting out.
I've got an old VHS video of him up in Willowbank Camp Stanley and Tommy Howes, I think, was one of the first US door slammer tours that Wild Bunch, as they called themselves back then.
Yeah.
Came out and raced. That was early 90s, like 91, 92, something like that.
Victor couldn't do a run without something going wrong. Blowing a bowl belt was the most common thing.
Yes. Yeah, that's because he's just stretched it within an inch of his life, rolling through the finish line, probably. In the burnout.
Well, as I said this, I don't know, I was talking with you or someone else, but like he created the power skid.
Yes.
It was like something like the 92 Nats.
Yeah.
And he just comes through and you can still search it up and you just listen to the noise of it because it was filmed from the front.
Yes.
And you hear the blower whine. It's just like this whoop, 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 whoop. It's just immense.
Yes.
To watch him do it.
It's definitely
yeah, they're saying on YouTube, Victor Bray, when he's 57, was still metal. That was the thing, man.
Yeah.
It looked like it was put together in a back shed and painted with a tin of matte black paint.
Chalkboard paint almost. But,
long before Castrol came to the party, but it was just great. They banned him for running in primer. I said I remember him half a dozen meets in a row and he never finished a single run without doing a blower belt. He must have had that thing up on some massive PSI.
Yes.
Interesting fact, it takes over 1,000 horsepower to turn the blowers in funny cars and fuelers.
Just pretty scary when you think about it.
If you Google the numbers on those things, it's just staggering.
Yeah, I was talking about some of them today with a colleague at work, trying to convince him to come out for the 8th of November here at Sydney Dragway, of course. The Nitro Grand Final.
If you've never been, you have to go.
Yeah, I think at least once you have to come out to Sydney Dragway and experience Nitro.
The word is correct. Yep. You experience.
Yes.
You don't just watch it, you smell it, and you feel it.
Yep.
Mate, when I'm down there at that starting line doing photography,
yeah,
and both of them go off or at half track, I actually kind of think maybe the funny cars are louder.
Yeah, probably maybe the pipes, perhaps.
I don't know,
yeah.
but it just maybe it's different. But it feels like the funny cars are louder when they go past. But when you're there and they go on past, like you can't even think.
And that's two of them. You can imagine what it's like in the US with the four-way track. So there's nearly 50,000 horsepower running down the racetrack.
Mate, I've added something to my wish list.
Yes.
And that is to go to the States and go for the run in the Top Fuel car.
Oh, I saw that the other day, the two-seater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine that. Zap's rat too, yeah. Oh, John Zappia. Geez, he's been great for so long, hasn't he?
He sure has. And it was good to see that Brody Zappia took to racing like a duck to water when given the keys to the old Zaps rat. But looks like he's going to be racing for the Fabietti team.
Oh, really?
There was an announcement on Facebook.
What about Brittany?
Yeah, she's doing so good at the moment.
Well, and was it her that's retiring?
Yeah, to focus on, I'm sure it was Brittany.
Having a family?
To focus on having a family,
Yeah.
yes.
That's crazy. Now, if you had said 20 years ago that the fastest ET and the fastest mile per hour was going to be a lady, you'd have been laughed at. And now, the quality of female drivers through the industry is just outrageous.
Yep. All right, I think we're not too far away from I think the last runs have been called.
Finale. We're coming to our last couple of bikes now.
Yep. Just checking something out on the racetrack at the moment. You can see the red lights flashing down there.
Well, there's not many left.
.468, the better reaction time in the rocket lane here. Is the aeroflow lane going to get around though?
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. Not going to do it though.
I think something tripped the beam.
No. How did it? It was not in front. I'm not sure how that happened.
I think something tripped the beam because it was a time on the board well before.
And they're away. I think this is just about our last 4 bikes, guys. Last 2. Yeah, I think we've only got 6 bikes left and we're done skis. Again, what an amazing night. Over 200 bikes. We had to cap it. We had to say, no, that's enough. That's how big the event was. There's another one neck and neck. Look at this. Oh, a 12:32 against a 12th losing 12:30.
400s across the finish line there.
That's crazy.
$700s in that one. 1289 with a 2 to a 1307.
We're down to our last couple of bikes down, ladies and gentlemen.
$1188 with a 7 for the airflow lane to a 1256 in the rocket.
Oh! Well, looks like we didn't get our 160. Looks like I don't have to race the postie bike in a chicken suit.
Yeah, I was wondering how you're going to go with the gears with your chicken feet on.
I don't know.
You were going to have to jump that hurdle when you came to it, weren't you?
Yeah.
$12.76 with a 3:104 in the airflow lane.
Losing 13.23. Yep, we're down to our last couple of bikes now, guys. And an awesome night's racing. I'll say right up front, thank you guys for online, YouTube and Facebook for tuning in and watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you to everyone that turned out tonight. Thank you to Legacy, all the riders groups supporting Legacy and all the veterans. Thank you to our sponsors for the evening. And thank you to everybody for turning up. Thank you to spectators out there. It's a close race again. I think the Rocket's going to drive around him. What's going on with our board? A 352.
Sure. It's interesting there, the 1073 with a 7 at 124 miles an hour.
Well, there's no more bikes lined up. There's only these last ones we've got sitting down coming through the tunnel now. Yep, he's going to go in tomorrow morning and get a new tyre fitted, I'd say.
1170 with a 4:113 in the airflow lane to take the win there, and we cannot see the start line from up here, at least in the airflow lane. Just
can't see anything but smoke right now.
A thousandth of a second between these two, leaving the start line of 489 to a 490 on the tree.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, what a race.
1152 with a 5 will take it over an 1184 with a 9.
Yeah, get out of the water and do it. That's the way. Keep it going. I think we may have our last two bikes. Our last two bikes of the evening, guys. I expect a big smoky burnout from the Joker here on the left. That's nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our last two bikes for the night. Thank you for everyone coming, and please, if you're riding and driving home tonight, keep what you saw on the racetrack off the streets and drive home sensibly, everyone. Thank you very much. Don't know what happened there, mate. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Mister, signing off. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.